Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. I am waiting on. Okay, Mr. Atmos Love, you got to come back in on another device. I don't know why it's not picking that one up. I'm gonna do a few little commercials. Hey, welcome, my TNT family. Are you a my girl? I gotta make sure I make you one of. Hey, welcome. Like one of the originating mods. Okay, yeah. Hey, Josh. And Josh, yeah, he's a mod too. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me just show a few commercials. Few advertisements or advertisements, depends on how you want to talk about it.
What's up? What's so funny, TSM?
Hello, Mr. Keller. Hold on, hold on. Um, okay, there's Atmos Love. Now hold on. I'm trying to see where our moderator is at. Hold on, hold on. Hey, Atmos, how you doing?
I'm great. How you doing?
I'm
What's up,
doing
Atmos?
fine.
What's up, Miss April?
What up, Keller?
Yeah. I thank y'all. Tonight's subject. Hey, Rockin'. Rockin' with the truth said she need a drink. You girl, I ain't had no Fireball in a minute. This might be one of them shows. We will. Hey, welcome to TNT Family Show and Joshua. Just trying to see where. Hold on.
You got Atmos on the panel. This gonna be a good one.
Man, we got Keller on the panel. What you talking about me? Man, shoot.
Got the passer.
Passer. How you been doing, Keller?
Oh man, no complaints. Can't complain.
Okay.
Okay. There she go. There go our moderator.
Together
There's
we
our
Hi.
break
moderator.
chains. Together we break
Hey, every
chains.
chance he get to sing, he gonna take advantage of.
That's right.
Ain't
You
it?
already.
Ain't
I
it?
hate people that can sing.
Hey,
Yeah, I
that's
really
how
do
her
too.
show. Hey, pretty soon her show gonna start off. Together we break chains.
We got it.
Oh my God. What's up,
Exactly.
everybody?
Atmos, you can share this show on your channel.
That's what I'm doing. I gotta log in.
You got to go to more and then mix together. You can share on your channel.
Oh, I'm good. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Mm.
Oh, we lost Adams.
You know how Atmos is. Well, he on that
Oh, okay. He had to log in. There goes Avatar now.
okay. Yeah, Atmos. I don't know what devices he be on. He be on them generic devices.
Ha ha.
Oh, that's funny.
He don't be on the iPhone. He be on the G phone.
Oh Lord, that's funny.
Yeah,
You guys are
government
funny.
phone.
So,
G
are
phone,
we
the
ready
government
for the
phone.
question?
Well, let's. Hello,
Oh, the
everybody.
Biden
This is
phone.
April Showers, and I thank everybody for joining us tonight. Tonight, we are going to be talking about disrespect from all angles of life. We're gonna have some fun, serious, and you know, let's have a fun show tonight. Um, First, Miss Together We Break Chains. She's gonna be the moderator. Then we have Mr. Atmos Love. He has a channel, Atmos Love Zone. Check him out. He does church, and then he is a advocate for women that have been abused. Hey, she. And then Mr. Robert Keller. Um, he is Mr. Robert Keller, and he also advocates for victims' rights as well. Me and these two gentlemen, we couldn't stand each other 3 years ago, but it's all good now.
Oh man,
And,
speaking of disrespect. Speaking of, I did something disrespectful 3 years ago.
man, that's all water under the bridge. Hey, Chief,
Dirty
we
water.
here and cooking with JW. So our moderator, you can get us going.
Okay. Since we have a beautiful young lady, I will ask her the first question. Then, after she answers, I would like for Atmos to answer, and then Mr. Keller. So, my first question is, how do you handle disrespect? Go ahead, Miss April.
Um, well, I'm ready to cuss him out.
Okay, that's it.
Um,
But now that I'm trying to, now that you know, once I got my breast removed and the good Lord left me here, I said He don't want me arguing, fussing, and fighting with people. So I try to be much more calmer now.
Okay, okay,
um, I I have to understand where a person's coming from to make sure that they are meaning to be disrespectful
okay,
before I give my true reaction to it. Um, I've been in a lot of situations where people have saw something as being disrespectful, but I don't see it as being disrespectful. And once I get an understanding from that person, and if I feel like it's not disrespectful, I don't take any type of exception to it. However, I don't like being disrespected, and it's hard to say how I handle it. I guess the best thing to say is I like to understand and make sure a person's intentions are meant to be disrespect before I respond to it.
Okay, there's a background sound that is kind of hard to hear. Okay, Mr. Keller, can you explain to us how you handle disrespect?
I think it depends on maybe the level, uh, maybe the level of disrespect. Um, I know if somebody disrespect me and they true intent was to be disrespectful, I probably will handle that back with disrespect. Um, if it's like a loved one and they disrespect me, I probably will have a conversation with them to handle it and let them know, I feel that is disrespectful, and hoping they can adjust accordingly, so it won't continue to happen. Now, if it continue to happen, then yeah, I may take it up a notch. So I think it just depends on how it's presented to me. I think it's multiple ways that I may handle. I can handle it street way, or I can handle it, you know, the diplomatic way. It just depends on how it's
Okay,
brought to me.
let me interrupt you. Let me interrupt you for a second. Okay, let's say what you just said. I'm gonna focus on this for a minute, okay, if you don't mind. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you said that if it were family, okay, we know how some family members can be. So I'm your sister, and you're addressing me saying that I disrespected you, and I pop off at you, and I say, I'm not flipping disrespecting you. You just have a freaking ego problem. So I'm putting you in a scenario where I want to see what your response will be with my back and forth banter. So I just
And
said this to you.
okay, and yeah, and that's another thing. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That could be uh, it could be like some constructive criticism going on that they're giving me that I'm perceiving to be disrespect.
Uh-huh.
Although their intentions are not to disrespect me, it could be my ego in a way, and it could be some constructive criticism. So I think that's why it's important to instead of going back and forth with them, have a conversation to see exactly where how you meant it, what's your intentions, what's your true intentions. If you're not disrespecting me, I think the difference is if you're not saying something to just belittle me, to make me lesser than. I think that's the difference between my ego being the way, or is it, or as opposed to it being intentional, or
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So Miss April, you there?
Wait a minute. Okay, because I mute
Okay.
my mic so I don't be coming in
Okay.
on people because
So
we on a delay.
so
But I wanted to chime in on what Keller was saying. So you were saying if it was a family member,
okay, so
you
I'm
know,
your
we
sister. Hold on one second. I'm your sister,
okay.
right? And you're confronting me about being disrespectful to you. And I'm going based on how you say you would go off, but I know now you have changed that. So you're confronting me about being disrespectful. So in turn, I feel like I can challenge you and I say something to you back disrespectfully, more disrespectful, because I feel like you didn't have a reason to come question me about being disrespectful. How would you handle me in that situation? And that's going to be your question too, Atmos.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say, sister, I'm sorry that you've always thought that since I'm 14 years older that I act like your mama. But it's gonna always be that way. And you might as well just get over it. It's gonna always be that way. We 14 years apart. Now, if she want to get mad because I say, well, every time you come to the barbecue, you bring the beef ribs. You want your beef ribs cooked, but no pork ones cooked. Then that's taking a personal dig at her.
Okay. Okay. And you, Atmos.
So ask that one more time.
Okay, so I'm your sister,
Okay.
and you're confronting me about being disrespectful to you. So I, in turn, get upset because you're trying to tell me that I disrespect you, and I turn it around on you and I disrespect you again.
So you disrespect me for asking
Again.
about you disrespecting me.
Yes, I turned around and disrespect you once again for you asking me or confronting me about disrespecting you in the first place.
I'm gonna think you ignorant. And I'm gonna probably just like not talk to you and be like, you know what? Okay, you just on something stupid. I'm just gonna, we'll handle this another time. I'm just gonna stop talking to you because you need to come to your senses because that's just foolish. Especially if you my
Okay.
sister because you should
Keller.
know me better than that, you know. And but yeah,
Uh-huh.
I'm going. That's kind of like um answering a question with a question. You
Right.
know what I mean? And so yeah,
Yes.
I my mental capacity wouldn't be able to hold on to that conversation because you're gonna be arguing two different points. Probably one that you didn't mean to do, and then the other one which is in reaction to what you didn't mean to do in the first place.
So you
Right.
gave me a different example. You told me it was more so my ego.
Okay, but no, no, no. I said the same thing, but that's how you took it. And I was going to bring it back to you to see if you got what I was saying. You thought I was
Okay.
talking about your ego. I wasn't
Oh,
referring to your ego.
oh,
I
okay.
was
I
saying
thought you.
I was being disrespectful to you again because you confronted me about my disrespect. It had nothing to do with your ego. What you were doing was correct, confronting me. Now I flipped it back on you because I didn't want to take responsibility. Is all I'm saying.
So you shifting the blame.
Hmm. I'm not taking responsibility for being disrespectful in the first place. So these are some of the things that take place when people are being disrespectful, and I'm trying to get people to
Right.
think how do you handle
So
this?
so you saying that if I tell them you disrespectful, you saying no, it's actually you, not me. Is that what you're saying?
So yes, if okay, I come at you disrespectful, you're coming to me as my brother, and because you're telling me that I disrespected you, I in turn around and insult you again.
Oh shit.
Nothing with your
I'll probably
ego.
I will have to revisit. Like I will probably have to come back and revisit and talk to you again once we can talk like adults.
Okay, so
I'm back, y'all. Sorry.
okay, I get what you're saying. Okay, so for Atlas, what does disrespect look like to you?
Disrespect to me. Disrespect to me is when you know me
Hmm.
personally, you know my real life. Like I honestly, I don't feel like a person can disrespect you if they don't know you. Like if they really don't know you, what they're disrespecting is maybe a topic that you're involved in, or a subject that they disagree with you on, and then they're disrespecting you because you're on the opposite view. Like on him, we talking about R. Kelly. People disrespect me and don't even know me. But once they get to know me, they like, damn, I was wrong for that. I didn't even know you was this type of person, and you really a genuine good person. I apologize. We end up being friends. I don't. You have to know me to disrespect me.
Okay. Okay. So Keller.
I think. I think. I think that anybody can disrespect you. I think, but if I don't know you, I may handle it different. But I think you still can disrespect. I still can be disrespected by somebody, a complete stranger. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I may just handle it different because I take that in consideration that you don't know me. But I think disrespect is okay. What was the question?
How do you handle disrespect?
How do I handle it? Did I answer the first
No,
one?
I thought it was, what do you consider
Oh, no, no,
disrespect?
no. What does disrespect look like to you? I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, what it looked like. Okay, so what it looked like to me is belittle, to belittle or diminish my character. Like if you are
Mm-hmm.
purposely trying to make me lesser than, or you purposely with intent trying to trigger me to to something that you know that's going to make me feel like I ain't shit or something.
Okay.
That's what it looked like to me.
Okay. Miss April.
I'm with Keller. I feel disrespect is when somebody is trying to belittle you, take jabs at you, and insult you.
Right.
And
I
I
forgot
Okay.
about
dropped the
that.
link if anybody else would like to come up. And we're okay. This is an open panel. We're talking about disrespect.
Okay. Okay. So this question is oh Lord, I'm not ready for Miss April.
Uh-oh, what you going to come with?
She
Now
go
you
last.
know y'all know like I don't bite my tongue.
Right. That's why I'm scared. Okay, Miss April. We're gonna say it differently, but it's all in disrespect. So you're out with your fiance, and a girl comes up to him and sits on his lap and starts twerking.
Hmm.
Yeah, hallelujah.
What,
Look at God.
Miss Miss April?
I'm out with I'm out with my man who
Your
takes
fiance?
real good care of me,
Yes,
and some woman just sits in his lap
and
and
start
twerks
twerking.
on him.
Yes, that's why I was scared, y'all.
Girl, the wind,
Is this
the
disrespect?
wind coming off, the teeth coming out, and the cane gonna get to swinging.
Is that disrespectful? If she don't know you
If
though?
I'm with my
Yeah,
man
that's
and
real.
some
That's
woman just come and do that, now if she say, now, just say you out somewhere, and because I've been places where everybody was partying. Like one guy I used to go with, he used to step real good. The women would ask me first, is it okay if I step with him? Now if she say, well, you know, I want to twerk, or say, is it okay if I twerk in his lap? That's okay. But if you don't say nothing and just do that, yeah, that's disrespectful to me.
That's right. I mean, she didn't ask a question. I said she twerked in his lap. I didn't say she asked. Now I would have said if she
Okay.
asked.
Okay.
So how do
So
you so how do you handle Keller, you're out with your girl. You guys don't know anybody in this particular place. It's not a place where you would normally see people dance, or doing entertainment. And so a guy just comes up to your woman and grab her and start dancing exotically. Do you consider that disrespectful?
It
And what would you
depends,
do?
and I'm not going. It's not. It depends, and it's not going to even be disrespect for towards him. I'm gonna find him disrespecting me, and if she don't get up or let him know within seconds, it would be disrespectful on her end. Like I would consider her disrespect because I know a guy gonna shoot a shot. I can't blame him for that. So I would look for her to be like, no, my man right here, that's not appropriate. Now if she's sitting there and she, hey, then you know I would consider her being disrespectful, but not towards him.
Okay, Atmos.
Oh, um,
He said,
So they
"Woo."
I
tricking,
would, I
tricking
would,
him.
I would, I would, I would immediately be like, oh no, she cool, bro. She with me immediately. Now, depending on how he reacts to that,
What if you're not
Uh-huh.
there though? What if you're not there to say that? You
if
come
I'm
out the
not there, then
bathroom,
yeah, I'm gonna look at the woman and be like, it's gonna be on her because she should number one say no, no, thank you, I'm here with somebody, or number two come to me and say, hey, this dude won't back off. I done told him I'm with you. Then I got that's when I can step in and be like, hey, she said she cool, bro.
right?
Go on over there.
Right.
That's how that's gonna be handled.
Cause
I don't look at that as disrespect. I don't see.
No,
what?
See,
I don't look at it as disrespect either. No, it's not disrespectful. It's gonna be
men is
disrespectful if he responds in a disrespectful way, like Ian, please, or something like that. Then yeah,
right
okay,
because I'm looking at like men are more territorial over their women. So it's like back up. That's mine. That's not
Right.
necessarily being disrespectful. It's like claiming you being territorial.
Okay.
But
So,
Like
but say for
like Admin
instance,
said.
wait
Like
a
Admin
minute.
said. Like hold on, player. She cool. That's just him being territorial. This mine.
right, right.
Okay, but say for instance, uh, you went to the bathroom or something and came out the bathroom and your woman or wife or whatever, oh, they googly goggly and
Yeah, that's a
everything
problem.
else.
Flirting. That's a problem.
But you don't even know what they're talking about. You just assume because they googly gobbly. So what? So
Oh, you're right. You're right. It can be anything. I will probably go see, like, do some investigation, like, what's that's about. If it's something innocent, I'll probably drop it. If I
Right.
look like, he was trying to shoot a shot and you was entertaining it, it's a problem.
Okay.
so wait a
So,
minute. Well, I want to just
okay.
add a little bit to that. So you come out the bathroom and you see your woman googly eyed this guy. Now I would think it would be a problem because if wasn't nothing going on, then she should introduce you. Oh, this is my man, and we such and such, and let it be known, so it won't be no problems.
Right.
Yeah, so I had a situation where my ex at the time, guys, you know how you go to club, guys want to buy you drinks. So
Okay.
she'd be with me and a guy offered to buy her a drink. And I explained to her, if a guy offered to buy you a drink, you accept it. So that's what was going on. She accept the drink. I come. She get a drink to me. Now he look. Now he looking like what the. One guy tried to actually take the drink back. I hurry up and downed it. But yeah, we used to do that all the time.
Oh wow. Okay. So my next question is this. This is this is for the men. So you're out on a date, and the girl that you meet is very attractive, and she's very shapely. So you're in the restaurant where they play music, and she gets up, turns her butt around, and starts twerking her ass in front of everybody. Do you find that disrespectful?
On a date, or this is
Uh,
somebody I'm dealing with.
on a date? No, this is a date. You've met this
I might
girl.
not.
It's your
I might
date,
not.
huh?
No,
I might not. No, not on a date.
no, because that's showing me what kind of word character he is, and let me know it's gonna be the last date.
We're gonna
Or it's
skip.
gonna let me know she, or it's gonna let me, or it's gonna let me know she ready to go, 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 go.
She wants you to give her 2 margaritas,
I
three
mean, you saying she?
margaritas, and
Are
four
you saying?
margaritas.
Are you saying that she's just like just dancing, twerking, like with no
Oh,
like by
okay.
herself,
Look.
or
So yeah. So look, she has a really nice body, and she has a nice behind, like the Nicki Minaj butt. And so you guys are eating, and you're talking, and all of a sudden the music come on. She like, hey, and
she
then
stood
she
up on the
gets
table
up,
stuff?
push the table out, and then bend over and just start twerking and bouncing her butt, and everybody's looking. Do you
I'm
find
gonna
that
put that
this?
song in my playlist for later on. Whatever song came on, put it in my playlist. But no, a date is
Okay.
different than my actual somebody I'm dealing with.
Okay. So a date,
And still, as long as she's not doing it on nobody else, I think that's the thing. Like if she's doing it on somebody else, you know,
that's the
then that
problem.
thing, right? But if you just dance and having a good time, I don't find that disrespectful. Even if it feels my girl, like she get up, start dancing, I look at her, you dancing for me.
Okay. Okay. All right. My next question is, this is going. I'm gonna ask Miss April, but it also flip it into a woman. Miss April, you're out with your boyfriend. He's not your fiance, but he's your boyfriend. And you go to the bathroom, and you cut the corner, and you see him standing there talking to some girl, and she slides his number to her. I mean, to him. He puts it in his pocket and turn around and act like nothing's going on. Do you find that disrespectful?
Hell, yes. And I'm gonna confront him right then and right there.
Okay,
And let
fellas,
her know he's out
go
with
ahead.
his woman.
Right,
You can give her number back. Get with him on your time, not my time.
right. I heard that. Fellas, same question. You come out the bathroom, and your girl is standing there, and a guy slides her his number, and she puts it in her purse, and when she notices that you're coming, she acts like nothing happened. Do you find that to be disrespectful?
Oh yeah, that's definitely disrespect. And I would I'll probably leave her right there with the guy, right then and there. Want no conversation, because I already see what time, what type of time you on.
Okay. Atmos?
Oh yeah, that's that's very disrespectful. What I'd probably do is not tell her I saw it, and just go get another girl phone number right in front of her face.
Oh,
Is that disrespectful?
yes.
Is
That's
that
tit for
disrespectful?
tat.
Hey, disrespect will be met with disrespect.
Now,
Oh my God. You guys, Atmos, you something else. You something else. He
I'm
said,
just
I'm going to
real.
go get another one just like
I
you.
remember when I used to hear people say that. Hey, bro,
What? Let me
um,
back up. Let me back up. This is
he
what I'm gonna
said
do. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do.
disrespect will be met with
Met with
disrespect.
disrespect. Yeah.
But you
Now,
don't
I
get
would say
nothing
this.
accomplished if both of y'all
It,
being
it's
disrespectful.
some situations where that's
Right.
necessary.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing
Okay.
I would do. This is what I would do. I would say, hey, babe, anything happened while I was in the bathroom? She'd be like, no. I'd be like, okay. Ain't nobody try to holler at my baby? No. Oh, okay. It's all bets are off. I'm gonna disrespect her. Period.
Okay. Okay.
Well, you know what? Let me back up. I'm gonna ask. I gotta ask because I'm be like, hey, I saw somebody slip something to you. Did somebody give you something? You know, you put it away. If she tells me, oh yeah, well that was because he actually does da 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 for this, or she better have a really good excuse for why she took that number because she don't know. I'm gonna act like and just see if she gonna tell me the truth in that. If she just ignores it and just act like, no, ain't nobody slipped me nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. What you talking about? I'll be like, oh, okay. Well, maybe the guy that the promoter was going around giving out his business card for his CD, and he gave that to me. Okay, let me see it.
Man, I had a situation kind of similar to that. I used to date a
Okay.
girl. We used to work together, and I was helping this young girl. She was new, so I was like training her, and I had helped her with something. I forgot what it was, and then I when I was helping her with it, I had to get a phone call. I went back to my desk to get a phone call. So she came up to my desk and saw that I was on the phone and wrote me a note saying thank you with a heart on it. So my girlfriend came and saw that, took the note that said thank you with a heart on it, tore it up in about 1,000 pieces, and went back to her desk and put and made it rain on her desk with that note.
Oh my God. Oh wow. Okay, so my next question is, dang, you damn near took the words out of my mouth.
Wait a
Okay,
minute. To
you
everybody that's chiming in, the show is what do we're just talking about disrespect on all levels, all shapes and form and fashion and life. Okay.
oh, right. Okay, so Miss April, like your man has a female co-worker, and like he said he was training someone, but I'm gonna put a twist to it. They had to exchange numbers. It was a part of the job. And because he was being nice to her, she took it as a sign that he was interested in her. And she would call him all hours of the night while you guys were home cohabitating together. Do you find that disrespectful, and how would you handle that situation?
If she's calling all times of night, well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna answer the phone and say, did he tell you that he's in a relationship? Cause I need to know why you calling here this time of night.
What time?
All hours.
All hours
So
not
What the-
disrespectful.
what you mean
I just,
all
she's
hours
calling.
of
I mean, I
disrespectful?
think it got to be a certain time, like past 10 may be disrespectful, but if you call before 10 or
No, but
before whatever,
there's a saying that says all hours of the night, meaning she's calling you like
oh okay,
11, 12,
oh
1,
okay,
2,
my bad.
3 in the morning. So you're in a committed relationship. She knows this, but she's taking it as though, his kindness, as though he's interested, but he's not. He's
I
just
got
trying
you.
to do his job. So I'm asking, do you find that disrespectful, and how would you handle that situation for Miss April? And then I'm going to ask you guys that
Well,
question after she finished.
he he would have to make it clear. Like, look, we
He
just
did.
work together. He, huh?
No, I said he made it very clear that you guys were in a relationship, a committed relationship. But because he has to be nice and train her in her head, she's taking it as though she has a shot, and he's not giving her
Yeah,
any
that
reason.
ain't disrespect. That's a crazy woman.
But still, how would
That's
you
a
handle that?
fatal attraction.
How would you handle that?
I would tell her don't call and disturb us anymore. But I would have to tell him with us on the phone or everybody on the phone.
My stomach will probably drop if my phone rang at 1 o'clock in the morning. I see it's another female. Because I can't not answer it because she go like, you better pick it up. Who is that? So I'll probably be nervous. I wouldn't know what to do.
Wow. Atmos,
Say the question one more time.
I said you're working a job and you have a female that you have to read what Big Tim said. He said sounds like my ex-wife.
Oh Lord.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I thought the same thing. I thought I have started reminiscing some of my past relationships during this
Oh
conversation.
wow.
All right, what was the
So
question?
so I was saying that you have to train this lady because you are like the head trainer. And so you make it very clear that you are in a committed relationship. And so because you have to be nice to this individual, she takes it as though you're flirting with her or you're interested in her, and she's calling your phone because you had to exchange numbers. She's calling you like 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And how would you handle that, and what do you feel like that's disrespectful?
Now, you said I had to tell her I was in a committed relationship.
You
Was that because she had
She
already
knows
been
that you told.
calling? What
No,
what what brought it
no,
up? Did
like
she
you have.
ask me?
Because okay, let's say you know how some men, when you have an office, you have pictures of your loved ones on your desk, and she may have seen it, and you go, "Oh, that's my fiance. We're going to get
Okay,
married. You know, I
okay,
love
okay,
her," and
okay.
you're
I
just
got you.
talking. Yeah.
I got you. Okay, okay. She keep calling my phone. I'll probably have my wife answer the phone.
Okay.
That's how you end that real quick.
Yeah,
I had a situation like that. Go on, handle that.
yeah. Just answer that, honey. Go ahead and answer that. That's my work. My work will let her know that we're in the bed until I talk to her tomorrow. That's how I handle that. That nips that
That's a
right in the
safe
bud.
way because you can't
And it builds trust
because
with your wife.
right because you got to answer the phone. You got to. You cannot red button her. Your wife gonna be like, oh that.
Yeah. I don't know.
No, it's
Get it?
not that you were red button her. It's just that your wife, I mean, your fiance wife already knows what's going on. So you know what, and I'm gonna say this: there have been occasions where men have actually had their significant others answer, and she thought that it was more or less like a challenge. And so I think for me, if it was a male that did that to me, I would go to my superior and say, you know what, this person is well aware that I'm married, and this person is calling me after hours, inappropriate hours, and I would like for you to, possibly get them a same sex person to train them. That's probably what I would end up doing. And I think that it would be very much so disrespectful. That's my opinion.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay, the next. Oh, darn it. I done got so wrapped up in y'all answers.
I was
The
gonna
next.
say, did you want to read some of the comments? Take a break
Um,
and read some of the comments for a minute. Yeah.
Most women deal with residual chicks. I like watching them fall off. Oh, okay. Together, one day I was asked, "Do I want my eye plucked out?" What the heck does that mean?
Well, what you do?
Right?
Did
What
she
did
want
you
her
do?
eyes plucked out? Yeah.
It's a link.
Whoa, boy. Mm.
Man,
That's kind of scary.
she was trying to make you blind. You must have did something real.
I swear.
Take your sight.
Yeah, you need to let us know what you did.
Oh, you
Rocker
looking?
say she was
Okay.
only looking. Hey, Rocker, was you looking at the print?
Oh Lord have mercy.
Was you looking at the print,
Child.
Rocker? That's why they wanted to pluck your eyes out. They seen you looking at their stuff.
Child.
Is that
I'm
disrespectful
not.
if you find your guy looking at somebody's shape?
It
Is it
depends on if the way he's looking. I mean, if you look and and you like really staring, like you're like mesmerized,
like he turned
then
around
we're gonna have a
and she
problem.
walked by and she walked by y'all, he turned around, get the little quick look. Bam. Is that
If
disrespectful?
he turn around, he better hope he don't turn around to my fist in his damn eye.
Oh, so you
Oh,
plucking eyes out.
come
What's
on now.
these
Hold
eyes?
on.
What's with
Hold on.
these eyes?
Hold on now. Hold on
First
now.
of all,
Nobody
what is
eyes
so
say
perfect? What is so good about another? Hell no. You better not
Hold
turn
on.
your head to look at nothing. You better not even
No,
act like you got a
okay.
crick in your damn neck.
no. What
Okay,
if
but
he
what if you look at another man like with muscles, nice physique? You
exactly?
wouldn't look?
Say what?
I'm gonna look.
You would you
No, no, no,
What?
no. Wait a minute. Say that again. Say that again.
okay. You would choke a guy. You see a nice
Right.
man with a nice physique walk by, and as he walk by, you turn around and look.
Y'all men is weak. Y'all slow. You look at the nigga while he walking towards you, and you never turn your head. Don't y'all know how to look?
First of all, we can't
Teach us
see.
the
Hold up.
game.
We can't
Teach
see
us
that
the
act
game.
from the front.
Look, you better act like you turning around to tie your shoe. Cause
We
if I
can't
get
see.
wind
We
of it,
can't see the back. We can't
But
see the
what?
back until they pass
Hold up.
us.
No. What we got to do
you
is we
know
got to say,
what?
honey.
I tell you,
We got to say, honey, you look nice in that outfit. You like the way it look? That's how you do
Don't
that.
she
and
look?
I'll pop the
Don't
hell
she look?
out you too.
Don't she look familiar?
Don't she look for?
And I'll
Hold
be
on,
like,
is
you
that my
know what?
cousin?
You nah, hell no. Look, you tell me wouldn't you look nice in that outfit? I will tell you go get the bitch in the outfit.
Oh, come on, you doing too much now.
I'm keeping it 100.
Damn!
I'm keeping it. I have no
Damn!
room for disrespect. I have no room for disrespect.
Damn!
Disrespect will be
Bye.
disrespect.
Now
Bye.
I'ma tell you, the way some of these women getting these BBLs. Now,
Right.
hell, even us women look to be like, is that real or is it fake?
I'll be like, look at her out here with her fucking cheeks out. Don't make no goddamn sense. Look at her.
And while you looking at slobbering all over yourself,
And y'all be
I
like,
ain't done.
that's how you sneak a
Y'all
look in.
weak. Y'all weak. Y'all weak.
That's how you sneak
Y'all
a
better
look
come
in.
with a. You know what? If I was a man, I'd be a cold brother. Man, let me
So
tell you
y'all women
something.
slick. Y'all women slick.
Yes, we are. And you don't know how to do it. That's on you, not us.
Give us a game.
Nope. I just told you a piece of it. I just gave you a piece. You look while they
But we
coming.
can't look.
And
We
but
can't see
look,
the
what if
back.
she no,
We
no,
can't
no,
see the
pay
back
attention.
until they
Pay
pass
attention.
us.
Pay attention to game. You want to hear game? You want to see the
Okay.
back of it? Ma'am, I
Uh
think you
huh.
dropped something. What's she gonna do? She gonna turn around and bend up, turn around and look. You got a quick view of the front and the back, dummy.
Drop what?
It don't
You
matter
trying to
what
get
she
my
dropped,
ass
ma'am.
whooped? Oh, you
You
trying to get
dropped
my ass?
something.
My girl gonna whoop my ass. I say some shit like that.
No, you drop something, and she gonna turn around, bend over, and you gonna act like you ain't looking, but you gonna already got a quick look.
I
You,
got it. I got it. Let me tell y'all the game.
oh
Let me
my God,
look.
y'all slow.
This
Oh, boy,
You
everybody
must be,
got game now.
this
Okay.
be
this
driving a Volkswagen or something, cause you
this is
slow.
this is the game. You look at the lady walking past. Excuse me, ma'am. Can I ask you a question? Isn't my wife beautiful?
You so weak.
Man, the
Look,
game is
hey
you go
Keller,
kick.
Keller,
Uh huh.
Keller. He'd be like, "Isn't my wife beautiful? Yeah. How about I take her and not you? You better be careful with that."
I go with both of y'all. We going to the
Here's the
crib.
game. We go to this the game. This the game.
Keller,
You go get you some the darkest glasses you can possibly put on. Extra tint, super tint. And you work on your peripheral. Keep your head straight and you work on your peripheral game.
Hold up.
And you said everything she don't know nothing.
Hold up. I got it. Here you go. This is the ultimate game for that. Here we go. Y'all ready?
You ain't got no
Honey,
game.
hold up. Look, check it out. Hold up. Listen. Honey, let's take a selfie. Come on. And I got,
Yep, that's it.
that's
That's it. You got the ass pick. That's an
That's
ass
it.
pick all day. You got
That's
4
all day.
ass picks. You already know. I'm
That's
using
it.
that.
Bro, that's the
You
game.
just took 4 ass picks.
That's the game.
That's it right there. That's it right there.
You
That's
can't
so
play
weird.
together. You can't go wrong.
That's
You
weird.
can't go wrong.
Yes,
With
you
the,
can. Yes, you can. If that camera ain't aimed on me and you, it's gonna be a black eye
listen,
for
she
you.
walking
It's gonna be
past us.
us.
It's gonna be
It's
us.
gonna be
Then I'll
us
be
and
like,
everybody in
let's
the
wait
back.
till she go. No,
And
let's wait
everybody
till
in
she
the
go
back.
by.
Everybody
I
in the
already
Let's
took it
wait till
already.
she go by. Let's
I
wait till
took
she
it
go by.
already. I took it already. I
Yep.
took 4
Well, I'm
pictures
gonna
already.
erase it. It's
Exactly.
gonna be erased too.
It's in the
It's gonna
cloud.
be
You can
No,
erase
come
it.
on. No.
You can erase it. It's in the cloud. Erase it.
See, you know what, Keller? You gonna make me beat you up through the daggone internet.
She don't like that. That's the game. She don't like that one.
Keller.
We get it.
Keller.
Y'all weak.
That's the game, bro.
Y'all got me over here. I'm laughing so hard. I'm about to pass out.
That is the game right there.
Atmos,
Yes.
Atmos, you ain't got no game. Your guilt will hit you and you'll erase that picture. Don't play.
Shit.
Don't play. He be in the corner talking about, shut up in the Honda. See me tie my bow tie, Lord.
Hey,
Talk about bow tie. Talk about bow tie.
man, listen. Look,
Coming in the Honda.
it is
Yeah.
a beautiful picture of me and my, you know what I mean, whoever I'm with. That's it.
You,
I
your
can't- I
wife,
can't-
and
look,
a
I
big
can't
fat
take
booty
this-
in the back.
I can't take the trees out. I can't take the birds out. I can't move the cars. Come on now. That's all a part of the
But if you
background.
put
Background's the
You know
background.
what? You talk a good game. Atmos, you probably shaking. He probably start shaking. His wife be like, "What's wrong, babe?" He be like, "The Holy Spirit got me. I can't. I feel convicted."
Listen. Now listen. I am a man of God. I don't walk around my Bible 24 hours a day, though. I gotta be honest with you.
No, he's talking about back in the day. He's talking about
I
back in
am
the
talking
day.
about back in the day. I'm talking about back.
Many moons ago. Many moons ago.
Yeah, way back in the day.
Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying, y'all.
I'm
Just because you
61 and I'm still gonna look if I see a good big print.
Miss April.
When you with your guy, you just said it's disrespectful if he do it. Now you just said you gonna do this and
I
that.
mean, if
you
it's
see
a print, I'm a
But-
look.
But you
Miss-
said it was disrespectful if he do it.
I don't know. I take 15 pills. 15 pills 3 times
Oh,
a day.
I wish I could use that excuse for everything. Can you pay your light bill? Hey, I took 15 pills.
Yeah.
Did you mow the lawn today? I took 15 goddamn pills today. I'm gonna use that excuse for everything. You know you was speeding. You was doing 30 over. I took 15 fucking pills.
look at this comment. Look at this comment. You have to look while she's looking, then act like you checking for your tax return when she look at you. Lord help me, Jesus.
Tax return.
Lord, please help me. Please help me, Lord.
Listen, now I'm gonna tell you something. West Coast Bells got gang. Gang.
We're not looking at no damn tax return.
Those my homies.
Taxes is over. Taxes is over.
Wait, it ain't taxi.
No, you want to get
1099,
slick. Somebody took money out of my
holidays getting
account.
ready to come up now. I mean, the holidays get ready to come up now. So, you know, you can say you looking at sales papers or anything.
No,
or
I be lying.
Baby, I think that might be a nice pair of pants I want to get. I wonder what kind of boxes he got on.
What
What?
boxes, Miss
Now you
April?
Oh,
getting disgusted, Miss
oh,
April.
What, Miss
she
April?
trying to get you trying to
You trying to be single?
she trying to cause some homicides.
Hey, look, I got another one for you. If you trying to take a picture or look at somebody, be like, "Hey, somebody took some money out of my account."
Yeah,
That's a good one. That's a good one. And I'm not gonna go try to say, "Let me see your account," because it ain't none of my business. So we giving y'all a little game. We giving y'all a little game. Act like you thinking, and then if you see a fine chick walking by after you say that, you see her coming like somebody took money out of my account, and then look, be like, and you can get that long gaze and keep looking like I'm thinking, who would take money out of my account? Let me see. After you get that booty look, oh yeah, I remember now. See, come on, y'all. I'm giving y'all a little bit of game.
My nigga.
I could always. I check this out. I could always, if I want to get a good feel,
Did you say
act
Phil?
like
We
I'm
said
having a
look.
season.
We said look, not feel.
Girl, if I see something, I got to see if it's real.
Miss April.
But you in relationship though. How is that that's not
Yeah, how
disrespect?
you gonna
No,
do
I
that?
mean,
Act like you tripping, Miss April. Act like you tripping, girl, so you can grab onto that 6 pack.
Oh my gosh.
You might break your heel, but if it feel good, it's worth it.
Y'all silly.
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't take my pills
but
today.
see, now why is it? Cause now the men, if they see, you know, baby got back and all of that, they know they gonna want to touch it. So what's wrong with me saying if I
I ain't
see the
saying
dress,
touch it. I'm saying I would just look. I'll be
Hold on.
cool with just looking.
Now here's the thing. Here's the thing. We can't
Look but don't
we can't
touch.
play we can't play with no touching nothing. You'll be in jail. These days,
Me too.
you
Me,
can't
me
you
too.
can't
Shit
make
out of me.
you can't make no mistakes like that these days. You regret
yeah.
all falling on your face than you would grabbing a woman to hold you up.
Yeah, rockin', get some wine. This gonna be a good one. This gonna be a good one. Oh yeah, this gonna be a good one.
Oh
Okay,
God.
say you got. Okay, I'm gonna ask another question. Okay, do you find this disrespectful, and what would you do? Okay, so I say rockin'. Lord have mercy, Keller.
Mhm.
A guy approach you and say, "Can your wife dance with me?" And it's on a fast song, but by the time he get to the floor, it's on an intimate song, and your wife is kind of hesitant, but then he start dancing sensual and she's trying to get away, but he's not being like he's trying to force her, but he just really want to dance with her. Do you find
But
that
she's
disrespectful, and how would you handle that?
no, because I know a guy. Because I'm a guy. I know how guys operate. They gonna try to shoot their shot. I mean, if I got a beautiful woman, I already know what's expected. And if I see her trying to leave and he just wanted, that's when I just intervene. Like, all right, player, that's enough. But now if she stayed and engaged in it, then I I would look at that as disrespect on her end.
Okay,
Can't
Atmos.
can't no man dance on my woman. No.
If it's uh if it's just they can't dance like stepping or nothing,
Can't
not
no man
intimate,
dance.
two little
Come on
two
there.
step,
Can't no
a little
man
two
dance.
step, a little
Can't
two
no man.
step.
Can't no. Can't no man dance with my woman.
Eh,
Period.
Miss April. If a woman asked to dance
Well,
with your man during a fast song, and by the time he got to the floor, it was intimate, and she was like pulling him, and he was trying to get away, how Do you find that disrespectful, and what would you do?
They could dance as long as it ain't a slow dance, and if it's a slow dance and she's steady trying to grab them, then I'm the way to intervene. They can
I was
step
waiting
with
for
them.
there.
Right.
They
See,
can
you know
step
what
with
it
them.
is? Stepping is not everywhere. So stepping is
Right.
innocent, but stepping is
Yeah.
not everywhere. So people don't know like how innocent stepping can be
Oh
unless you
yeah,
from
stepping
an
is
area.
innocent. So they can step with the woman. They can fast dance. No slow dancing.
So
No good grinds and feels in. Not on my time. Do it on your time.
right, okay. I guess y'all heard that.
Thanks everybody for
Okay.
joining us tonight. Hope you are enjoying the show. And I dropped a link if anybody else wants to come up and be part of this fun
I saw
show.
Tony in here. I saw Tony. I don't know if he's still in here. But my next question is to everybody: is it possible to get disrespected unintentionally?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, it
yeah,
is.
Keller,
yeah.
go ahead, Atmos.
Because
Go ahead, Atmos.
Yes, it is. It is.
I'm sorry, Keller. Go ahead, Atmos.
It is. It is possible to get
Okay, why?
disrespected unintentionally because like I said, you don't know everybody's intentions, and some people may play too much. That's just their personality, and they playing might be
Uh
disrespectful to
huh.
you, but somebody else might know them and be like, "Oh, they just playing," and they be like, "I don't play like that." You know what I mean? So you gotta understand somebody's temperament.
Okay.
So I think that's possible.
Okay. Keller.
yeah, pretty much what happened said. Like if you can disrespect me with and you didn't attend it to, for example, um, if I tell you if you come in my house and you just assume that you can smoke,
Right.
you know, to me I may find that disrespectful, but you didn't attend to.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't know like shit. You so used to smoking, but I don't like it. So it's like you didn't attend to, but it wasn't your intentions because you don't know me. You don't know me. So I think if a person don't know you and don't know what's the do's and the don'ts, they could
Hmm.
disrespect you unintentionally if they don't really know the parameters of what you like and don't like.
Okay, Miss April.
Yeah, I think sometimes the disrespect could be unintentional. Yes,
Okay.
it could be.
Okay. So, Keller. Um, I want to say something about what you just said about the smoking. Okay, so I don't know you. I have no business lighting up a cigarette in your home.
I'm not even talking cigarettes. So I had a situation. I don't smoke. I had a situation where a person came and he wasn't. It wasn't even in my house. It was inside my house. It was outside on the balcony,
Okay.
and he was smoking weed. He was smoking
Oh.
weed, and weed legal everywhere. Well, you know what? No, at this time it wasn't. It wasn't legal at this time. I take that back. It wasn't legal. But he went on my balcony and he was smoking weed,
Okay.
and I don't fuck with that shit. So I felt like he was disrespecting me because you didn't even ask me. You just assumed.
Right. Right. That's why I feel the disrespect. But let's say
But it wasn't his
I come over
intentions. It wasn't his
and
intentions.
okay. Let's say I come over to your house and you used to smoke and I knew that you were a smoker, right? So I
Hmm.
came over there and I lit up and passed it to you and you said I don't smoke. Would you consider that an unintentional disrespect? because I didn't know
Mm-hmm.
that you quit, but when I knew you, I knew that you was a
Yeah.
puff and his master.
Yeah. Yeah. My father, for example, who's a Bedouin, he smokes cigars, not cigarettes. You can't smoke cigarettes in his house. So people will see him. He got like a little man cave where he's, because my mama don't want him to smoke nowhere except there. So he got a little man cave where he smokes cigars. So if they have like an outing or something, they would go in his man cave and assume they can smoke a cigarette too because he smokes cigars there. And he'd be like, "Nah, no cigarettes, cigars or cigars or hookahs only."
Okay. Okay.
Hookahs. People, hookahs are still popular.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, out here in Cali, they real popular.
Oh,
They
okay.
got lounges everywhere. So Miss April, my question to you is, and I don't know if you do or not, I'm just asking. You used to drink, and so I come over to your house. I don't know that you quit drinking, and I pop a bottle and pour you a glass and myself a glass. Would you consider that unintentional disrespect?
They know. They know I quit drinking.
No, they
Uh,
didn't know that you quit.
I don't think
they
that's
didn't know I
disrespect at
quit.
all.
No,
Intentional or just
that's not disrespect. If I didn't tell them I didn't quit drinking, it would just be normal. I mean that hey, nowadays people change. People change daily now. You know,
I
they
think the
smoke a
disrespect will come in
cigarette.
if they do it again. Like after you tell them, "No, don't smoke in here" or whatever. Or if you used to be a drinker and you don't drink and you don't want nobody drinking in your house because you overcame from being an alcoholic and you don't want to get triggered. So if you tell them, "No, don't do that," and they turn around and do it again, then that's when it become that's when disrespect come in.
Okay, so I'm gonna describe a situation, and I want to tell you if I want to ask you if you felt it's disrespectful, and I want everybody to answer this. Okay, so when I was working, I got injured by one of my clients, and I wore a knee brace, but I still had a limp when I didn't wear it because they say sometimes take it off to strengthen those muscles, right? So we went to a family member's house, and they shoot the dozens, and so this person started focusing on my limp, and just they knew that I bagged, but I hadn't done it in a long time, so they started uh, focusing on the limp that I had. And I said, okay, that's enough. At this point, it's not funny. And say I'm your girlfriend and your cousin just keeps riding my limp. And I'm like, look, that's enough. Do you feel that that's disrespectful? And how would you handle that as the man?
As a man,
Yeah.
disrespect is met with disrespect because I have already told you it's enough, and you still cracking jokes. So at that one situation, it's fun and games, and once you establish like, all right, it's too much now, y'all, I'm good, and they disregard that. Yeah,
Okay.
Do
now I'm
you
gonna
Atmos.
fight
talk about.
about it? Do you
Huh?
fight about it?
I probably ain't
Right.
gonna
Like,
fight
do
them, but
you
I'm gonna
fight?
call them. I'm gonna call them. I'm probably not gonna fight them, but I'm probably gonna call them. Cuss them out, and
Yeah.
I might say they mama or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Atmos. Atmos.
Now you say this is my cousin that keep focusing on the situation.
Okay, so
Coworkers.
I'm your girl, and I had an accident because I really had an accident at work, and I had a limp because I didn't wear the brace. I was told to not wear it to
Right.
strengthen my leg,
Right.
but the person began to bag, and the only weak person in the room was me. and your cousin started bagging on my limp, and I said, okay, that's enough. I got hurt at work. It's not funny. And your cousin just is relentless. He just keep going in.
You said
As
he.
my man, he
You
keeps
said he.
going in, talking trash about my, like making jokes about my knee.
Okay.
As my man, do you feel it's disrespectful, and what would you do?
So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say, bruh, he told you to stop. Stop.
But they keep going.
Yeah,
But they keep going.
Uh-huh. And he keeps on going even after I said it and you said it.
But you're not gonna disrespect my woman when she didn't ask you to stop. And then I didn't ask you to stop.
So that's
Then they start talking about you and her.
No, he ain't talking about you and her. I think at this point he made it very clear if you don't stop, he gonna be moving furniture.
Yeah.
You going in and out, Atmos.
I don't want, huh?
You going in and out. I think you're good now.
Okay. I said I would have to have a conversation with him outside, away from her, because I would stand up for her in front of him, and then if he disrespected,
Would you fight him?
Huh?
Would you fight him?
I nobody would ever know. I bet, but he would not be talking about her leg no more.
It's family though. You can't fight family.
Nobody would ever know.
What that mean? What that mean?
Meaning we're gonna have a
like you
have a one-on-one conversation. I don't want nobody to see me fighting my cousin, cussing my cousin. I don't want nobody to see me disrespecting family. But you're not gonna disrespect my woman either. So that's it'll have to be a one-on-one. Let's go behind in the back. Let's drive down the street. Let's have a conversation. I need to know why you did. Now first you was disrespected. First it was a joke. She said stop, which means she feels some type of way. And then you disrespected me when I told you to stop. So now we got to have a different kind of conversation. That's that.
Okay. So Miss April, I'm your best friend, and your boyfriend is relentless at talking about my injury. What do you say, and how do you handle it?
Well, I would tell him, she has don't tease her about that. Like she's got some serious
And he keeps
issues.
going
This
even
ain't
after you
nothing
said
to play about. Well, then he would have to go
it. Okay.
because
I
it
got
is disrespectful. Like
I got a question. I got a
Okay.
question.
Okay.
How do you handle, or is it possible for you to get disrespected on social media? If so, how do you deal with that?
You talk to all of us?
Huh?
You talking to all of us?
Yeah, anybody.
It depends.
Okay, I'll go first.
Go ahead.
Okay. When I think about it,
Social media. Not
this
like
is social media, and I
somebody
had
with an
to
avatar.
remind myself of this situation that I had. It's just social media. I don't know these people, and I really don't care what they think about me.
So there's no disrespect in that ever. So you said
I
they can't
mean,
disrespect
in
you.
social media, you got all kind of clowns on social media. Ones that's
Right.
escape from the Looney Tune band. Others leading a whole double life. So
What
why
about you,
take it
Abis?
personal?
It depends on how close I am to that person. There's some people
Okay.
on social media that are closer.
No, I ain't talking about nobody you close to. I'm talking about just a regular person with an avatar.
A regular person with an avatar. I don't know that person, like just a regular somebody I
Right.
don't know.
Right.
No, they can't disrespect me.
Regardless what they say, you won't take it as disrespect.
Nope, because they don't know the truth.
What
Right.
about talking about your mama?
They don't know the truth.
What about the F your mama type stuff?
You know what? They don't know her. They don't know the ramifications of saying "f my mama" when she is a true woman of God. So that's put something they put on their own life. So
Right. I think with me, you right. It's like it can't disrespect me because I don't know you, but it bothers me.
oh, it would definitely.
It's bothersome. Like I can be bothered by you, by you and your demeanor and how you things that you're saying, but I don't think I would take it as disrespect.
No, I wouldn't hop on no plane and try to go to your house and dox your family. I ain't doing nothing crazy like that.
Right. It happens. It happens though. You see that murder for hire?
Murder for
What
hire.
that say? What that say?
Fuck their feelings.
Yeah,
Oh.
I've had that happen before.
You're a trigger habits.
Triggered me.
You tell that story a couple times.
I never heard
Oh,
it.
feelings. Okay, so is feelings attached to disrespect? Is feelings involved?
I believe
Well,
so.
yeah,
Emotional?
of course
Like
it
if
is.
you disrespecting somebody, is that like coming from an emotional place?
Misguided
Or
anger.
or if you feel like you disrespected, is that emotional to you? Is that are they attacking your feelings or your emotions?
I think that they're trying to trigger you, and if they can find something that can trigger you, then they feel like they've accomplished something. But me, um, a person came into the chat yesterday when we were talking about that Alabama beatdown, and they tried to make it a white thing. And so I had to let them know, look, it's not about white, but it's about right. And some of the people in chat also got involved. And then I had one of the guests, Tim. I said, you're talking about because they're white. I said, turn on your camera. So he turned on his camera and he showed that he was Caucasian. I said, so there's no prejudice here. So basically, we made them apologize for even making that
Wow.
comment. And so
Wow.
when I had a troll, I started joking with the troll in my chat, and the troll ended up subscribing to my channel. That's how I handle it.
Mm.
I'm not gonna give you what you want. That's the whole thing. If you give them what they want, it's like you're giving them control of your emotions, and you're giving them, and then you're taking the focus away from what your subject truly is.
Hey, Keller, I got a question for you.
What up?
Since we're talking about disrespect, if moderator, do I have permission to ask Keller a question?
Yes.
Okay. So Keller, let's say you with your woman, you out
Mhm.
having a good time, and the dude walks up to you and be like, "Damn, nigga, your bitch ugly," and walks off.
Oh.
Is that
Oh.
disrespect, or would you disrespect his opinion?
Ah. Well, you know what? It would only be. It would only. I'll probably laugh at that shit. I think I would probably only be bothered by it if it was true. So if it ain't true, then I'm like, shit, this
But what if,
motherfucker blind.
but your woman is sitting there crying, like, "Oh my God, how can a man disrespect me
I'll
in front of
probably,
me?"
and if I'm looking at her, if I'm looking at her and she's affected by it,
Right.
I will probably have to call him a couple motherfuckers just so
Hey,
I
can
won't
I
get cussed
welcome
out at home.
somebody into the chat?
Of
Can I welcome
course.
somebody? This is the bottom of the bottle. I think it's Jay walking. What's up, bro? What's how you living?
I can't call it, man. It's
How's it
another
going,
day in
man?
paradise.
What's going on, brother?
How y'all gentlemen doing?
Bless, man.
Indeed, indeed. We should all be blessed,
Okay.
man.
Indeed.
Amen. So, Atmos, you said if you're with your girl and a dude walks by and say, "Damn, your girl is ugly,"
No,
what would you
not
do?
girl.
It's,
No, not girl. He gotta say the B
What?
word.
Oh, your itchy bar.
if she's affected by it, I will have to intervene, cuss his ass out to prevent from getting cussed out later.
Right.
Eh, Uh, uh, if she don't care, I don't care.
Yeah,
Okay. How about you, Atmos? You asked the question.
I did ask the question.
So, so
If
how would you respond?
if he was to say, "Oh man, your girl ugly," I'd be like, "Nigga, please get your whack ass out of here," something like that. But if he be like, "Damn, nigga, you got an ugly bitch," I will probably look at her.
A different level now.
It's a different level, yeah. I be like, that's what he probably can get a mama, it's your mama, you know what I mean, something like
Fuck your mama, nigga.
that.
You
Because
got to go. You got to get it with the low blow.
Hold that thought, Jay Walker. I'm gonna get to you next. After he answers, I want you to answer that question. Go ahead.
and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because once you say my girl is ugly, you put the B word on it, you already a fighting word.
That's where the disrespect come in at right
Yeah,
there.
that's what the disrespect at. So you have to defend your woman in that place. So if I say F your mama, then yeah, we rumbling. Like it ain't
But you
nothing.
got to go lower. You got to,
You got to go lower. You got to.
Okay. Okay,
As
Jay
petty
Walken, how would you handle that situation?
You know what, man? I've been a people watcher my entire life, right? Just listen to how insane that sounds. For somebody to just randomly walk up to you and say some ignorant shit like that, right?
Mm-hmm. There's some of the same motherfuckers out here, though.
I got like I can't even tell what I would do off the strength of how crazy people are right now.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'd like to say I'd be like, yeah, suck my dick, you bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? But it would just be, it would be so random it might catch me off guard.
Yeah,
Hell
it
no.
will be random. It will be random.
Right, that's some
Go
random
ahead.
shit.
I don't know. That's wild, man. You know what? As far as the conversation on disrespect, I'm so unbothered, man. You know, I found out a couple years ago when we talk about haters and trolls and all this kind of shit. They only get what they want when you acknowledge them.
Mm.
I don't acknowledge motherfuckers no more.
Well, you have to. Okay, it depends on where it's coming from. What if it's your wife?
Oh, then
What
it's
if
not
it's
my wife. I would never be with a woman that's disrespectful. If you
okay?
disrespect me once at the point that I am now, when I was in my 20s, yeah, I gotta fire off. I gotta say everything that I gotta get everything off my chest because I'm
Well,
a young
okay,
dude.
okay. So let's say this. Let's say this. What if you perceive it as disrespect? Let's say if it's some constructive criticism going on, and she's not really trying to disrespect you, or you perceive it as disrespect.
I perceive it as disrespect. Then she had to do something disrespectful because I'm putting
No.
my
Cons- constructive criticism
I need
situation.
I need an example of constructive criticism though.
Um,
You need to get better at having sex. You didn't please me last night.
Try something else. I'm good at sex.
hypothetical. It's hypothetical.
No, I'm fucking with y'all. I'm fucking with y'all. I would venture to say, that's
Put it this way. Put it this way. Put it this way. If you don't get better, I'm gonna have to go elsewhere.
Oh yeah. Or she say, I gotta be honest with you, honey. Last night's event, I've had better.
Okay, and I've had better too. I understand. Like everybody have an off night. It's not to say if she says it like that, I can accept that because in my mind,
What
I
if it's
know
an
I had
off?
an off night. I
What
know
if it's
I
an off?
did
What if it's an
3.5
off week?
strokes.
What's my off week?
If it's an off week, then I need to go see my doctor.
Is it just? Do you look at that as disrespectful if she say that?
It's a whole lot to that, man. Like how long we've been together. Has it always been bad? Like if we just meeting and you say that, I might try a little harder. But if we've been together for 20 years or 5 years, I'll be like, man, I just lost one.
But I do feel you like where I'm at now, and people always say this, like, damn, Kelly, you don't really get pissed off. It's like where I'm at now, it's like I feel like I'm very regulated to when it comes to controlling how things affect me.
Exactly.
I don't want to give that power to nobody else. I want to control my own thermostat. So yeah, I definitely agree with you with that.
Yeah, I mean, it's so much that go on in the world, man. You'll be fighting for the rest of your life if every time somebody said, thought, posted. Come on.
But it took me a minute to get to that point, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, that's
It took me a minute. Now it's like shit, they ain't worth it. And I still struggle with that every now and then because we all have our flaws, but it's not as often. It's not as often as it was in the past.
Together we break chains. Question goes to you. Your man tell you, babe, I gotta be honest. Last night was cool, but I've had better. Is that disrespectful?
Go to that other bitch then. I think you're on mute. I think you're on mute.
Miss April?
Yes. Hello, everybody. Everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm like this. If it was the first time and they say it, that's not disrespectful. They're just being honest. But if I've been with somebody for a while, you trying to disrespect me and belittle me because you probably try to go somewhere else.
Right.
But I want to chime in with what the bottle said is, I had came very far too, and I got on this social media and wasn't bothered by nothing when it came to
and relapsed
and relapsed, and I'm thinking, what the hell have I done? But I bet you I won't relapse again.
Yeah, I mean,
we have our flaws.
Yeah, for some people, trolling is what they do. That's the highest they gonna get, because normally a troll is very, very cloaked in darkness. You can't find out shit about them. They don't got no followers. They following 1,000 motherfuckers. Like, you don't know if they sitting in a dirty roach infested trailer talking shit to you. So why even use that energy?
Bottom of the bottle. Have you ever disrespected somebody?
Absolutely.
Where did that come from? Like, where did it stem from? What made you want to go there?
Alcohol, thinking I'm a tough guy, feeling myself, machismo, all the shit that makes us men. If it's not controlled, if you are not right in your mind, if you're depressed, all that shit make you. Going back to the dude in Chicago that was punching that lady in the Chinese restaurant,
right?
Like, there's something wrong with you internally.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree, and that was gonna be my answer. Like, it comes from a dark place within you. Like, for you to it's one thing to respond back with disrespect, but when you initiate it, I think that comes from a dark place. Now, to on the flip side, have you ever responded back in disrespect? I know it's a rhetorical question, but
absolutely.
okay. Where did that come from? Where did that stem from? On the flip side of the coin.
Understanding who I am, growing older, going through certain challenges. I don't have to. I'm not a disrespectful person anymore, and it's because I
Even
speak from, I
even responding.
even responding
Okay.
because I come from a more literal place. I check people the first time, and I don't do it with a whole lot of bravado. I give you,
Right.
don't do that shit no more, and this is why you shouldn't do it. And I'm not afraid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not afraid. You know, once upon a time, you'd be afraid to express yourself. You afraid to tell people the shit that bother you. Now, I don't give a shit if you think I'm sensitive. I said don't say it. Or don't
Right.
do it. And I don't give people passes no more.
Exactly. I have zero tolerance.
So, do you think giving people passes, is giving them an inch to take a mile to disrespect you?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. Say you got a coworker and every day you got a space, your coworker got a space. He come in the first day and he comes shuffling around your work area that he not supposed to be in. If you don't say nothing the first time, there's going to be a second time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if people violate you, whether it is very, very small or not, if it violates you, you have a duty to back yourself up. You can't be like, I'll get it next time because you create a bigger problem. If you nip it in the bud, the first, you know what a lot of my friends say, and they love me, like no bullshit. They be like, man, that dude don't be playing around, cuz. Damn, cuz, you don't cut nobody no slack. 8 to 80, blind, crippled, crazy, rich, poor, one
No
eye,
discrimination.
no discrimination. I used to work at, and I'm gonna let y'all talk, man. I'll be running off sometimes.
Oh no, you good.
I used to work at Walmart,
No, you good.
and this dude came in. I'm stocking the shelves or whatever, and dude came in a wheelchair, and I was just like, "Hey, you need me to grab something? I got all these pallets and shit." He was like, "If I needed your fucking help, I asked you for it."
Ooh.
I would have locked his
Wheelchair
wheels.
thug.
I would have locked his
Wheelchair
wheels.
thug.
Now listen. Now that is what you call disrespect from somebody who don't know you.
So
Right.
at that point, you know what I did? You know what he taught me in that situation? It took me a long time to figure it out. Don't get it twisted. In that situation is we use our internal judgment when we interact with people. And sometimes we wrong as fuck.
That's true. Because majority of the people in that situation, they are way more independent,
Capable of doing the thing. Yeah,
self-independent than we are. Like
good point.
I remember I was driving Uber one time and I got a situation. Picked this guy up in a wheelchair. I get out to help him. This motherfucker already in the car. So I can get it with a seatbelt on. So I can get over there. Got his goddamn wheelchair. Yeah, go and put that in the trunk. I'm like, what the fuck? So they self-sufficient. They really don't want no. But a lot of people in them situations, and it's kind of getting off the subject. I'm gonna go back in, but a lot of people in them situations are self-sufficient or want to be, and they don't really want help from nobody.
Exactly. That man could have been in that wheelchair for 20 years if he's 45. Or he could have been in that wheelchair as long as he's been alive. At a certain
Yeah.
point, what I'm saying is like the way we perceive it sometimes, we are our own worst enemy. Like we be feeling disrespected when a motherfucker just didn't even dawn on them that they disrespected you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's certain you ever walk by a motherfucker and you make eye contact with them, you speak and they don't speak?
Is that disrespect?
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Yeah, to me.
It's not.
Yeah, because
It's
I know
not
They're
one
not
time to say
obligated to
hello.
speak to you. They're
Yeah,
not obligated to speak to you.
exactly.
that's true.
You hold the
Whatever.
door open
That's
for
just common
somebody.
courtesy at the most, but it ain't.
That
It ain't.
that is it. You hold the door open for somebody, and this I'm talking about things that used to piss me off.
Okay, for the females, if a guy is not being, they say chivalry is dead. If he's not showing if any chivalry, is that being disrespectful to you? He walk in the door and he don't hold. He keep going.
You let the door hit you in the face.
Uh, is that
That's
disrespect?
that
Well, not
that's
just say
just
your
a,
guy. Let's not
that's
just say your
just a
guy. Let's say
man that was
anybody. Let's just
raised
say
with
anybody.
some etiquette or courtesy. Cause I mean, and see, this is what I had to realize too. Times didn't change. Men ain't being taught to hold the car doors for women and help them out the car and stuff. You know, these women claiming independence, so they like shoot, open your own car door.
Yep.
I
And
was
then
about to say.
Right.
I was just about to say that, Miss April.
and so they they ain't doing that. Then it might be the woman car that they're driving now anyway.
You
So
still don't open the door for.
they still don't open your car door
All
for you.
right.
Yeah. Uh,
I open the car
that's
door up
rude.
until it's
But
winter
that's not
time. Winter
disrespect.
time, hey man, for themselves. Chicago
Yeah.
disrespectful.
What'd you say? You open the car door in winter time?
Not in winter time.
You
Up
said
until winter.
up until when do you open the door and after that they on their own?
In winter time, they on their own. Amen for themselves.
You
Damn.
really? That's
I'm
You
coming
never
disrespectful.
been to
through for
Chicago. You never been to Chicago.
I
We
tell
talking
you,
about
girl, this
we
hot
talking
something
about
else.
below. We talking about 20 below. I want you to come out here and try to hold a door open for somebody.
You still gotta be respectful, bro.
You ain't even want me to hold a car door open for you. You gonna be in the time before me.
say you in the way. I'm trying to get in.
Right.
Oh,
Got time for you to come around and hold the door.
But you know what
Yeah,
it is? You really got to deal with people individually. You know what I'm saying? Because like Miss April said, you talking about a chivalry dead. I don't know which comedian it was. It was like, yeah, it's dead, and women killed it.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we did. We really did.
y'all
Yeah.
want to be have equal rights, right? So if y'all
don't
want to
put
be
that
equal
on
They
to a
me.
man,
did.
if y'all
They
want to be equal
wanted.
to a man,
No,
then
they
No,
didn't.
I
No,
want
no, they put
equal
that
pay
on man.
rights. I
y'all
want
want
equal pay rights. Equal pay rights. I could never be a man. Don't get that twisted.
So why do
I,
you
to. Okay.
so
I ain't
so
going
why
Right.
to
do you
live nothing.
okay, so I got a question. And this
Is
is a
that
general
disrespectful?
this is
Is that dis? Oh yeah.
this is a general question.
It's what disrespectful.
I'm gonna let him finish. Sorry, I got. I'm
Why
gonna come back to it.
why should someone that is that doesn't have the strength to do the same amount of work as someone who gets paid more money, why should
Ooh,
equal pay when you can't do the same amount of work?
ooh.
You
And is that
That's
you
what. That's for
disrespectful if
the
they don't pay you that amount?
you pack 100 you pack 20 boxes in an hour and your counterpart packs 100 boxes in an hour and you want the same amount of money as him when he more productive. Why is that?
No, in that case, I don't think that I should get more. But you're low, Atmos. We need you to like speak louder,
Okay. Can you
please.
hear me now? Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. Miss April, that question was for you.
Okay, say it again, cause
Okay. So let's say you're working in a business with someone else that's a male counterpart, and your job is to produce or to pack boxes. In the same hour, he packs 100 boxes, you pack 30 boxes. Do you feel like you should get the same amount of money as him when he puts out more production than you? And if the answer is yes, why?
Well, like I said, I'm only for equal rights when it comes for equal pay. Some women can't do man's job. So no, that man should get paid and that woman should get paid lesser.
Yeah, I think that's a difficult one because
Yeah,
is that on her or is that on the motherfucker that hired her?
right. That's what I'm saying.
But if I can see if like there's a managerial position and both of them are male and one female, and let's say that they're getting equal pay, but the woman is pulling more weight than the male. Do you think that that's fair or not?
That's just job shit.
I
Everybody
don't
that
I
works,
don't think that have nothing to do with disrespect. That maybe has to have
oh,
something to do with being, like you said, unfair.
Yeah,
absolutely,
unfair. Yeah, cause
absolutely.
it's just like I say, it's just some things. I don't know how to drive no tractor or forklift, but I do know some women that do that kind of work. But so some women was farm girls. My mother worked in steel mills all her life. So
I
uh,
believe that. Like, I don't think you know what I'm saying. Like, I was in the army and I
Thank you
spent
for your service.
absolutely, brother, absolutely. Um,
Yes.
Especially as hell. I'm talking about I was in the army a long time ago, 95. Um,
2000.
oh, appreciate you, brother.
Indeed.
Oh
Absolutely.
one, oh one.
Okay, all veterans are here. As far as the men,
Yeah,
salute to
man.
you,
Yeah.
brothers.
Indeed.
Um, the reason why I don't have a problem with the equal pay shit, even with the jobs out here. First off, it's the Jetsons out here. What job you doing now? That unless you a delivery driver, honestly, you ain't lifting no whole bunch of shit.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But Special as Hell. Special as Hell was a Vietnamese lady. She stood, I'm going to give her 5 feet. That lady outran every dude. She did more push ups than 90% of dudes, and she did more sit ups than every goddamn body. I was a 60 gunner. Y'all know how heavy an M60 is, right?
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She was my assistant gunner.
Mm.
So you doing 12 miles and she carrying that motherfucker 6 to 8 miles because I'm like, bitch, I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? Not bitch at her, just bitch at the fact that I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? So I don't look at women anymore. I think women can do everything that a man can do. Can they lift 200 pounds? Some of them. It's about who puts them in the position. It's about your leadership. You know what I'm saying? Disrespectful is two cops starting at the same time, going to the academy. This cop gets, we'll say now at times, he gets 45,000 when he come on. And for no other reason than she a woman, she's starting, she get 38,000.
That's disrespect
That's disrespectful.
or unfair.
It's disrespectful.
it's disrespect to the woman because we both done went to the academy.
You
So
went to the
So
why
you
should
academy,
saying
you
you
passed
saying
all the requirements.
unfair? You saying unfair can be disrespect?
Systematically,
Yeah, because the
absolutely.
people not gonna disrespect the woman because she's not getting the same pay. And the man, that man counterpart is gonna constantly disrespect her because he knows he's making more money than her. He's gonna always belittle her.
Not if he's
Yes.
a smart man.
You said that's just a smart man.
Well,
I
since
said
when did
not
men
if
become smart?
he's a smart man. He's not gonna
Oh,
disrespect her.
absolutely.
When did men become smart? Because they
What?
think with the wrong head anyway.
Well, that's not.
No. He was saying not a smart man.
Oh,
Yeah. Let
but
me
it
ask
still
you this.
don't matter because he's getting that more pay, so he's gonna disrespect that woman.
But why would you? I don't see a reason for a man to disrespect a woman because he make more money than her.
But they do it.
Mm.
They do it all the
Where
time.
you been?
They do it all the time.
What they call that?
They disrespect black folks because they
Power,
make more money.
power trip.
Yeah. Let me ask y'all this, as far as the panel, everybody up that's willing to answer. Have you ever walked off a job on the spot over disrespect?
No.
Yes.
Probably wanted to.
I don't let my feelings get in the way of my money.
You know what? I'm emotional, brother. I've done it.
What's your sign? What's your sign?
I've done it a bunch of times. Fuck you and everything you stand for.
Yeah.
I did it too.
It
was
just
the way that the superiors were talking to me. They were talking to me like I was well, I've experienced how they talk to their kids, so they felt like they could talk to me any way they want because they had a higher position than myself. And so I said, I don't want you talking to me like that because you could talk to me and I comprehend very well. And they said, you don't talk when I'm talking. I said, guess what? Find somebody else to do this for you. And I'm out. And I left.
So would you have done it if it put your household finance in a disarray by doing that? Would
Baby,
you still
that was just something to do on the side. I already had my household on
No,
lock.
that's what I'm saying. If it would have put your household finances in a disarray, would you have walked out? Same situation.
Yes, because the
You would have?
disrespect would have. Yes, the disrespect. Okay, so when I left the job, I ended up with another job elsewhere, and I saw one of the people that I worked with like a year or so later, and they were saying that that person got so out of control where they were so intrusive, they were going through, people's desks, and you're not supposed to go through their desk without their permission. It just got really bad. And then I guess one of the big wigs family members started working there, and that supervisor had no idea that it was one of the big wigs relatives. And so that person continued that behavior, and one of the big wigs relatives, reported this person, and that person got fired. And then it became a much better environment. So yes, I still would have left because it got. Go ahead.
What about you, bottom of the bottom? If it put your household in a financial disarray, would you still walk off?
I'm a hustler, cuz I punch a clock now. Don't get it twisted. I have like everybody is like, get a good job. That's what you're supposed to do. Work hard. God did not put us here to work all day long. We live in America. We live in this fucking nightmare. And we have been inundated to work for people. What I found out is, as far as money is concerned, I can hustle the same amount of money I make a lot of times.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just because I don't have that job, you thought you handcuffed me. And when I'm walking out, in my mind, I'm like, you gonna see me again, and you think I'm gonna be hurt, and I'm gonna be thriving, you dirt rat bastard. You know what I'm saying? I get what you're saying. Everybody is not in a position.
Hold on. You who? You what?
You dirt rat bastard.
I'm using that shit. I'm using that shit.
But I have been in situations where if you are a single parent and you got 4 or 5 mouths to feed, I get it. Yeah. You need that insurance. You need whatever. Yeah. I'm saying I would never blame somebody for staying on a job. You know what I'm saying? But as far as what I'm built for in this new black renaissance, we need to understand that we all got the power. And this ain't no This ain't no. I'm not a pastor or a preacher. We all got the power to live within the confines of this country. Meaning, a dollar ain't shit until you go get it, and they everywhere.
I agree.
And see, we come up in the time like, you know, you got to get on the job. You got benefits. You know, you got to work. You got to put money in the system. Thank God I worked, because I mean, and paid money and stuff. But I I I I walked out some jobs being a hothead, but I was losing because I was a single parent. That wasn't easy. So it was a
Absolutely
lot
not.
of times I had to bite the bullet a lot of times too. Oh, they're asking everybody. Okay, who's on the panel? Amber. Um, but what is the most disrespectful experience anybody can say that they've had?
I don't know, cuz I was in
Mm.
the Army. I had a bunch of them. Now, don't get it twisted. I've had to eat shit in my life.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. The Army is a breeding ground for disrespect because there's a
I didn't get it.
separation. The
I didn't
military,
get. I didn't get that. I didn't get that. I don't know because it's a different time and it's not.
it could
It
be.
wasn't as prevalent. It wasn't as prevalent. I'm not saying it ain't there, but it wasn't as prevalent during the time you went. I didn't. I
Right.
didn't receive that.
What I'm saying is, in terms of how was you an officer or a non-com?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't an officer. The high.
Okay,
I
so
was.
if you are a non-com, right, and you've been in the Army for, we'll say, 17 years. This butter bar motherfucker with a goddamn chrome shiny thing on his hat, who been in the Army for 2 days,
I
can lock you the fuck up. He can
almost
say
got court
anything he
martial.
wants.
Almost got court martial, but it was because of some shit that I did though.
Right. I
But
mean,
but but
disrespect is a
I think the time is different. Have you experienced it, Atmos, in the
What
military?
in the Army?
yeah.
Disrespect.
Honestly, I gotta say no. Anything I got disrespected for, I earned it.
Oh, then that ain't disrespect. That's different. I got
Well,
this
Right.
no,
thing.
well, no. You can do something and still and don't deserve disrespect for it.
Okay.
There's things you can do and not deserve disrespect. You know, there are ramifications to actions that some people can take too far. You could say,
We all, in my experience, we all, regardless of the rank, we was brothers. To this day, we still
Y'all was
is.
Army of One, or
What
y'all
you
was
say?
be all you could be.
No, what I'm saying is this is what I'm saying is regardless. See, I went at a different time where we had to. I went
Oh,
doing right
hold
after
on.
9.
We got to bring him back.
Who was that?
Somebody muted.
Oh, I don't know
Okay.
what happened. But
I'm muted. I'm
went
here.
doing. I'm gonna get right back. I want to go off the subject too much, but I went doing right after 9/11.
Okay.
So we had to depend on each other like a motherfucker. So we didn't have time for no disrespect shit.
We
Um,
we called
and
y'all the
to
Army
this,
of One. That's when the slogan changed from "Be All You Could Be" to Army of One.
oh, okay, I remember. I remember to be all you can be. Okay, I didn't know what you was talking about, but listen, I to this day, we man, we like brothers to this day. Everybody, regardless of the rank. Nobody disrespected nobody. Like you said, somebody. You do have some people who were well at that time. It was people like I went in at a young age, and you have motherfuckers like young motherfuckers telling people older than them what to do. So
That
I understand what you're talking about.
that part.
There's a question up there on the panel. If somebody wants to read it.
Do you think it's disrespectful for so-called black folks to not serve in the military?
I don't understand. I don't understand the so-called, but this is what I believe. I believe every last able-bodied American male should have to join the army
You said have to?
at 18 years old, unless you are overqualified intelligently. You know what I'm saying? If you in that median range, like if you an athlete, if
So
you
you
a
went at a
celebrity,
different time. You went at a different time than me. You went at a different time than me, and Atmos did too. Y'all was damn near on vacation, seeing the world. I wasn't, so I got a different outlook on it.
I can dig that. Now, I think every male should do 2 years, not go
I
in and
think
stay for 20 years.
Why 2 years? Why?
2 years will give you, if you haven't had structure, it'll give you structure. It'll teach you to be respectful of people's time. It'll teach you it'll teach you about yourself internally. The army is
I
not all
agree.
war. Don't get it twisted.
I
The
agree.
army is not all war.
I agree. I agree with him too.
I agree, but and that's the difference. When I went, at the time I went, it was all war.
Right.
So that's why I'm looking at it a different lens. And I won't recommend nobody. Well, you know what? If I had to do it all over again, I would still go. Even though I experienced some fucked up shit, I wouldn't be who I was.
Exactly. The amount of
Keller, what year did you go?
Oh what? Right now, all right, 9
Keller,
11.
what year were you in the army? What year were you in
Right
the
after
army?
9 in 01, right after 9/11.
Okay, I think my son went a little bit after you, like maybe 5 years after you, and I think he was in the war. He got shot. So I have a bad taste when it comes to people saying I think people should go to war because
And
I was
and that's
almost
that
one of those.
and that's why I look at it at a different ends because it's not one day that I didn't almost die, and I'm not exaggerating.
Right,
Not one day.
right, right. So he was in the line of fire. So some stories that he told me that just like freaked me out, and I know that God
Exactly.
had my back and his back. So yeah,
Yep.
it's like he said. But I agree with Jay walking too. A lot of these kids out here that are disrespectful, run around here doing nothing but
It's
They need
shooting
definitely
up,
the
bang
military.
bang in
definitely a
the
better
streets. They
alternative
need,
than
Yep.
what we're dealing with. Yep, I agree.
yeah, they
Definitely
need
a
to
better
go and
alternative.
get some structure.
Yep.
I agree with him on that 1,000%. The
Maybe it won't
structure
be no
part is what
riverboat
they really, really need
brawl.
because yeah. So, but the reason why I agree with him because a lot of these kids don't respect their parents at all, period whatsoever, and they grown, they talking crazy to their mama, and I think that they definitely should have to go in and learn, like he said, some structure and who they truly are.
Well, I would say this. I'm sorry that your son got shot, and brother, I'm sorry that you went through the things that you did.
No, it was meant for me to go through that. And
I'm,
there's nothing to be apologetic about. I was supposed to go through that.
yeah, I mean, true that, true that. The thing about you having an issue with the violence that comes with the military. Look at our country. We can't go to the movies. Kids can't go to school. You can get hit for nothing.
Yeah,
True,
So
you
for
true.
got all
you
these active
for you to go
shooters
into the
and people shooting up
military,
schools.
exactly. At least you might be more prepared to deal with the incidents of violence, as opposed to thinking, hey man, it's Friday night, man, let's go to the movies.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
I got a whole different.
I just
Like, if I
had a
dive into
question.
that, we're gonna definitely go off subject. So maybe that'll be another topic.
Oh no, that's all right. This usually how these panels go. But check this out. What do y'all think with this Montgomery Riverboat brawl? Everybody tell me what they saw was disrespect.
Yeah, it was disrespect
But no, name
because
what you
I feel like it was disrespectful because, and I will say, I think you said it wasn't a white or black thing. Oh, I beg to differ.
First of all,
Uh,
there's no way you can't say that wasn't no black and white thing.
yeah, because if it was a white guy that came to them and with the same request, I don't think it would be a riverboat brawl.
Agreed.
Okay, can
I
I ask you guys a question?
go
but
ahead.
I'm saying the disrespect part. What
That
was
is a
disrespect?
disrespect. That is a disrespect because this guy came to him and told them that, look, we trying to dock this boat. Can y'all, move back so we can dock this boat? They said, fuck you.
And start trying and jumped them. What kind? How can that not be disrespect?
So
Fuck you, y'all.
disrespect got met with disrespect.
They got
No,
met with it got
disrespect
met with
got
some
met
When
with
them niggas
what's
came, it
right.
was
disrespect got messed with a goddamn folding chair. That's what got met with.
We did.
Do you guys
You,
do you guys know that somebody actually went and got a tattoo of that chair on their
Yeah, I
arm?
saw
And
that and put the date on there. I saw that.
yeah,
so we did a show tonight, me and my brother, and that's what we talked about for the show. Is the Montgomery Brawl. So I don't know how much y'all have, been taking it in, but we saw a 7 to 10 minute video so far. They have been wanting that boat to move for 45 fucking minutes.
45 minutes. That's
Oh,
what I'm
oh.
saying. That's where the disrespect came. That,
right.
it was disrespect on so many levels. Like,
It was I just like, goddamn it. uh, I think that's kind of like an example of entitlement of white privilege.
Absolutely.
right.
Fuck you, nigga.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Pretty much. Pretty much. You don't
So
talk to me.
the other thing is everybody is calling Buddy a security guard, the one that threw his hat off. He wasn't no goddamn security guard. He was the co-captain of the ship.
Well, what do it matter?
What I'm saying is he was on the ship. They had to send a boat to go get him to
Right.
send him back to the dock.
yeah,
You know what I'm
45
saying?
minutes. People, it was another, people were buying tickets. They were supposed to go back at a certain time to take other passengers out. It was disrespect on so many levels.
Do
Like
you
nobody.
think it's disrespect for the people who's making a mockery out of it and the reenactments and shit that you see?
No.
No.
You want to know
I think
why?
it's done in
Yeah. Why?
I don't think it's a mockery because how many public wins do we get as black people if it's not fucking entertainment?
Right.
Definitely. Is it entertainment? It seems like it is a form of entertainment to me.
Well, no. They're doing it
Because
in a funny way, but the
I
point.
can't. I haven't saw one. Well, I'm not laughing my ass off.
Exactly. I think everything that came along with it, even the OD shit, even the I'm gonna print up t-shirts and sell these t-shirts. That's the hustler spirit that we have as black people from not getting shit.
I so thought about buying
So
a T-shirt with that phone channel.
everything that come along with this. This is the first time that you have seen one that many black people act in unison, and two, not be wrong. Ain't no way to frame it another way. Them white folks was wrong as shit.
And we all saw it in real time.
And
I just thought about something. I need to create a damn T-shirt with that damn chair going against that lady's head and say, "Take a seat."
A
now on
chair.
that,
It's not a chair.
some people have said that dude is wrong as hell for hitting
I
that
think he
white
was
lady with
wrong
that
for that woman because she wasn't doing nothing.
I'm
She
gonna
wasn't
tell you
doing
why he's
nothing.
not wrong.
Okay, I want to hear this.
Because it was a fucking melee.
That's true.
If you ask that man right after that if he knew he hit a woman, he would tell you hell no.
Yeah.
So he just said it was just adrenaline and he was just
That is
swinging that
it.
motherfucker.
That is
Swinging
all.
a chair. Swinging a damn chair.
If that lady if she had half a tan, if she had looked like a Puerto Rican, I bet you she wouldn't have got hit.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh man, I think that I don't know about that because she wasn't doing. She's just sitting there and got hit with a chip.
Keller.
She probably
Oh
looked
well.
like her daddy.
Keller, let's say you would have been on
did.
that boat. Would you have swam across that water to help that brother?
I
Definitely
probably
shout
would.
out to the kid.
I probably would have swam to help, but by the time I got on that motherfucking dock, I damn near had an asthma attack. I'm be able to help. No, somebody need to help me.
Hey, you guys,
Okay.
let me get back in order. I want to ask you guys individually, since we're talking about the melee situation that took place. So I'm going to ask, for one, did everybody see the lady in green that joined in assaulting the captain, as he said it? Did everybody see that
Yeah,
portion of her
yeah.
assaulting the guy that was supposed to be the captain? Okay, so my next question is, do you find it disrespectful um, of the news to try to turn the ladies, into the victims here?
I didn't know they did. I didn't know they did. 'Cause I've been watching CNN, and from what I've been seeing, like they all got arrested.
Yeah. All the men
I
did.
didn't know.
Okay,
I thought the
because
lady.
there's a black lady that did a video, and she stated, well, she threw one of the ladies in the water and she was fired because they said she should have never put her hands on that woman, although she was there to assist the captain. Do you think that that was disrespectful for them to fire her for helping out a fellow coworker?
She didn't have to
Um.
throw her in the water.
Pardon me?
Right. Yeah,
She didn't
throwing
have
her
to
in
throw
the
her in the water.
water. She could have. You're right. That's how do you know she could swim or not?
That was the one thing in all the videos that I watched. That was the one thing that I worried about. Off the strength of the propeller on the boat was still going. So if
Okay.
at the speed, now that I'm looking at it at the speed that it was going, it probably would have gave her a concussion. It probably wouldn't have fucked her up that bad. But there have been people that have been pulled underwater and cut up by that propeller.
Decapitated. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Well,
that and the fact that
Okay.
she was not, if it was the initiation, if she had beat that lady up as soon as they jumped on that man, she wouldn't have got fired.
Yeah, that's my first time hearing that. I didn't know anybody got
Well,
fired.
actually, they were fighting. They were actually still fighting, and she was one of the ones that piled on someone with the lady in the green, because the lady in the green was still fighting, and I guess she tried to come to her rescue. So the lady, instead of her putting her hands on her, threw her in the water to get her, off the person that they were trying to attack.
I don't know if that
So
was
do you
disrespectful, or if that was a
think that it?
company trying to save face.
So you got to keep in mind. You got to keep in mind. Although all she still have a job and have to follow policy. So I mean, did she break a policy?
Welcome in, Matthew.
I don't know if she
Ken
broke the
Johnson.
policy, but as she was stating in her video, is that the only thing that the person that had the steamboat cared about was that she threw the person in the water and not regarded, didn't care whether or not the woman had been attacking someone else. So, do you think that that is disrespectful to
So you said
not?
that she didn't know if she was even involved in the brawl and still threw it in the water.
No,
Yeah,
she knew that she was involved because she was involved in the brawl because at the corner on the right side, that's when the other black woman was dog
Oh, no,
walking
I'm
another
not.
woman, and so she tried to go and jump. Hello,
Yeah, I'm gonna hear. I hear
can you
you.
hear me?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, she tried to go and jump on the other woman that was like punching the other woman. So she grabbed her and threw her in the water to say, basically, get back. This you let them take that head, that one-on-one. We're not gonna do the jump on each other thing again because she's an older woman. She just threw her in the water. So she was saying that it was disrespectful to her that these people attacked someone and all I did was push her in the water and you fire me and you're more concerned about the woman that I pushed in the water than you are concerned about your own crew. Do you think that that's disrespectful?
I don't know.
When you put it like that, yes.
Who's snoring?
When,
Oh Lord, is that Atmos?
Yep.
I guess we've been on here too long.
Can you mute his mic?
Hold on.
Let me see
Nah,
if
don't mute that shit. I
I
want
can
to make fun of
mute
his. Now that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
Wait a minute. I can't laugh, Keller. Remember, I used to fall asleep on my shows too.
Is it disrespectful to snore in the middle of got?
yeah, I don't know if
And
it's
it's
disrespectful. It's
disrespectful.
hilarious.
Remember
yes.
when I used to fall asleep, Keller?
Yeah, I remember.
Oh boy.
Oh man,
I used to fall asleep. I'm trying to get better, not chewing
it
and
is 11. It is
smacking.
11 o'clock his time.
Yeah, it is.
Let me ask
Yeah.
y'all one other thing as far as disrespecting this
I
brawl.
mean, he
Okay.
was calling
So
Okay.
y'all heard that family, like some of the people from the family, went to the hospital after that, and when they got to the hospital, most of the staff was black, and they called the police because the staff was black.
What?
you broke up.
That's what I'm saying. For
You
everybody to
broke
say that
up.
it's not about race,
So
it's
they don't
bullshit.
want black people to wait on them?
They called the police for what though? What was they
Exactly.
complaint? What was their
What
complaint?
what is everyday complaint? The presence of black people.
Because you black?
You know how much hatred you gotta have to be swole the fuck up and need medical attention and refuse it?
Yeah, that's not even
Because the people were
disrespect. That's
black.
that's something else. That's past disrespect.
It's
Ignorance. That's
it's like
ignorance.
these are
That's
the kind of white
ignorant.
people that I have a disdain for. I grew up United Nations. I fuck with everybody.
Hmm.
As I've grown older, I've developed some bad taste for some of these people. You know what I'm saying? But if you think about it like this, it was the perfect situation because reasonable people, reasonable white people, it's like, yeah, they got what the fuck they deserve.
Right. Well,
You know what I'm saying?
Mm. Ah,
Not to
you know
mention the
what?
fact that Trump had just had a rally.
Is it? I was gonna go there. So is it wrong? If, is it wrong for me to say? And okay, how I want to say this? Okay, so let's say the insurrection, right?
Oh man,
And
I'm
you
tracking.
seeing these the cops that was there, you know, fighting these Trump supporters. You can see one lady get shot. Um, am I wrong for saying, God damn it, that's what y'all get?
I don't think enough happened.
I agree. But let's say the lady got shot. Her being shot, that in itself is, she lost her life.
Just think about all the times that black people have peaceful protested. More people
And
ended up in jail from protesting peacefully than from Capitol Hill.
I saw a protest. It was doing the George what's his name?
George Floyd.
yes, Lord.
Floyd. I don't know why the George Floyd protest in Chicago. I saw white people leading the goddamn protests, right?
Oh yeah.
It was seemed like it was more whites than black. And the cops was trying to arrest one of these young teenagers, white group of white kids. Teenagers start beating the shit out these cops. And to me, I'm like, that's a win-win situation. Whether the cops get beat up or whether they get beat up. Like I'm glad to
Oh,
see both up. Am I wrong for that?
no,
Am I
that's your
racist?
perspective.
Does that make me a racist?
You don't have no power, brothers, so you can't be a racist. Racists have systematic power. They can do things to you at your detriment just because of who you are. That's racism. What you talking about is having a disdain for pink people.
And let me tell y'all something. If it would have been a mob of black people that went down to the doggone Capitol building,
Oh, he woke
Wait,
up.
wait a minute. Wait a minute
Oh,
now.
you're
That's
alive?
disrespectful.
He's
That's
alive.
disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
This the most disrespectful
listen,
stuff
let,
this Negro
Yes,
we
Floyd on
have.
the line.
let me finish.
Disrespectful,
Let me finish.
Atmos.
Let me
You know
finish.
what?
If it would have been a mob of black folks that went down to that Capitol building, they would have renamed it the Black House because it would have been full of black folks in that yard dead. So they would have shot so many of them.
Oh, man.
They would still be picking up body parts.
They sure would. Shame.
I had to make sure that was on the bottom of the
Were
bottom
you
speaker.
cloned, Edmund? Are
Huh?
you cloned or are you an alien or what? Because you know,
Is this AI we
They
speaking
clone.
to?
They clone. Hey, somebody hacked my account, y'all.
Oh
I
man.
take 15 pills a day.
Somebody
Right, you
say,
blame it
yeah,
on that.
just
I'm sorry using that man.
I'm taking 20 pills a day. I don't know what I'm saying.
But on some
oh
real shit,
Lord.
it go to show you, man, everything that went down with that, right? The cowardice of a hateful white person to black people or people of color.
And go back to that entitlement, right? Privilege. I'm entitled to this.
How drunk was these pink people that they didn't realize that they were surrounded by that many black people? You had to see all the black people on the boat, not to mention all the black folks waiting to get on the boat.
Well, it didn't start off like that. If you
No,
go
it
from the
did.
beginning,
Yeah.
it was just one black. It was just that
Yep.
co-captain,
Yep.
and then they start coming from everywhere, every direction.
When they
I don't
But
saw
think
how,
No,
they
what
were
you
drunk.
talking about on the
I
ferry?
don't think they were drunk.
No, I'm talking about
on
the dock. I'm talking about the
Oh,
dock.
no,
oh,
that's
okay.
what I'm saying. There was a whole, like Miss April said earlier, there was a whole nother group of people. That boat was
People
going out
that
again.
was in
Yeah,
line
you right.
waiting.
You right. You right. It was a group of
Yeah.
people up top. You right.
So it's 5 of y'all, and I ain't counting. I think altogether it was about 11 of them between men and
Well,
women.
now we had some people of color, instead of helping, they was recorded. So that's how we got some of this footage, because some people went live.
We needed them to
Right.
record.
What would you have done? Would you been the ones that went live, or one that got that goddamn chair?
It depends on how close proximity. I'm definitely not swimming 100 yards, and I ain't running 200 yards.
Sound like me.
I won't be good to nobody if I'm swimming that long. By the time I got to that dock, I won't be of assistance to nobody.
That young brother's first name is Aaron.
Well, he was 16, so he got all that energy.
Bruh,
Right.
do you know we veterans? We did some basic training and did some physical shit, right?
I probably would have done it at 16, but not now.
How much? Bruh, he did that shit fully clothed with boots on.
Fully clothed. Fuck the
And
boots.
they say
Fully
alligators be in
clothed.
the water. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Alabama River. Ain't no telling what could have got him. But that's where the ancestors come in. First of all, if you ever been to a pool, lifting yourself out of the water is no easy task.
All upper body.
And at a pool, the water is
But
6 inches from the
with
top.
clothes on. With clothes on. Wet
This
clothes.
man reached up 2.5, 3 feet and jetted himself out the water. He my hero, man.
That's why they call him Aquaman.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, he Aquaman.
Oh man.
But I don't know what I would have did because I don't know how to swim neither.
What's Black Panther's real name? His Wakanda name?
I can't think. I know what you're talking about. The one that passed away.
Yeah, no, I'm not. His character's real name. I can't.
Oh.
T'Challa.
Oh.
T'Challa. That boy was T'Challa, cuz. That boy
Wakanda
was
forever.
And this is the thing. It gotta move people, and we gotta. This is the opportunity for us to move differently as a unit. One thing that I always say on my show is,
I think it's easier to do that. I think it's easier to do that with a group of, other white people. But the problem is, majority of the times, it's police.
but we can make them stand up too. Because this is the thing.
Oh shit! There you go again.
Did you hear him? He calling them all.
Man, I hope that man ain't on a perk 30.
Took 17 pills. Live his life.
Hell no. But what I'm saying is, even with the police, right? If they gonna kill us, and we 30 motherfuckers watching them kill us, it's the same difference.
I'm muted.
No. I understand that, but what I'm saying is, if it's the police, more people are more reluctant to help because they the police.
Also, I agree with that, but as we've seen, as a unit, we can make changes. Because you might be able to explain away murdering 1 or 2 people. You can't explain away murdering 30 people.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Miss April.
I was speaking to somebody.
Oh,
yeah.
It's like with the George Floyd thing. What hurt me the most, what tore me up, what made me cry tears, was all the people that was just right on top of that situation. I get it.
But
you there for them.
What can you do? What can you do without end up in the same situation he's in?
I'll get arrested, cuz don't kill that man. I'm watching you. I'm watching this man's life leave his body in horror.
But did they know? Okay, I mean, did they know that he was finna die.
Piss ran out that man's body.
Yeah, after the fact, he was over. He was dead by then. But I'm saying before that, did they know like this was going to result in him being deceased?
I felt like that after the second minute.
Okay.
2 minutes in, I was like, he gonna die. 2 minutes in, I was like,
What you would have did? What you would have done in that situation? Were you a bystander, witnessing that?
truthfully, I can't say I wouldn't have done anything different. However, is that worth me
Okay.
getting arrested?
Okay. I appreciate that
Absolutely.
answer. I appreciate that answer.
Absolutely.
That's a good answer.
This is the truth. You don't know what you're gonna do in any given situation until the situation is upon you. However, in the mind frame that I am now, knowing you're gonna kill somebody, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I know you're gonna kill somebody, I could die for that.
Right. A total stranger,
I can die for that.
a complete stranger.
I could die for that.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. They probably have to be related to me for me to intervene
Once upon
and
a
risk my
time,
life.
it was that. Life is so fleeting now. We dying for nothing.
Now, I probably would have been. I definitely would have been. Speaking my piece. But as far as me intervening physically, it probably had to be related to me.
It's like this. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, motherfuckers was just dying. You know what I'm saying?
From COVID
From COVID.
19.
I mean,
Right.
just fucking dying. And they still leaving here quickly. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? I'm born and raised, or not born and raised. I was military. My father was in the military. I was everywhere. But I'm from South Carolina. I
Okay.
hold the history of our people maybe differently than somebody from Inglewood, California.
I don't hear
'Cause-
no southern accent.
because again, my father was in the army. I've been everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, I've lived West Coast, Midwest. I've been
Yeah.
everywhere. So it's the collective. Um, if I get drunk, you could tell some more. Uh, but I hold our history different. I don't have to drive that far to stand where slaves stood in shackles.
Right. Right.
My grandmother's home, as far as I'm concerned, was a slave shack. It was a shanty. It was made of wood. You could see the outside from the inside. 200 years is not that far removed from slavery. So when white folks tell us that we need to not make it about race, you was on the winning side, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's like Steph Curry picking up a 16-year-old kid and saying, all you gotta do is shoot the ball.
Right.
I will never ever forget the history of our people as long as I live. Now, fortunately, these kids is different. Like they
They
have
give
no
zero
idea.
fucks.
They don't give no fucks, and they are the technology babies. Slavery is not necessarily real to them. It's something that they can read about. That shit is so far from their mind. You know how many black kids don't even understand when they being chastised by white folks until they go
Because
home
it's
and tell
not.
their
It's
mama.
not right. Because it's not as prevalent as it was. It's more subtle now.
It's more subtle, and they just don't have that concern. They can get on the iPad. They can pull up YouTube. They friends with Chinese people, Brazilian people. They friends with everybody. We grew up where we knew the people in our community, and that is it.
Man, I remember I went to high school. It's funny you say that. So I went to high school on the north side of Chicago. Before that, I'm black and brown school. Now I go to a high school. It's diverse like a motherfucker. Everybody in there. I'm not just whites and black. I'm talking about everybody. I was fucking shell shocked. I never seen this shit before.
Right, right.
I
Shit is
mean,
just crazy,
everybody.
man. Shit is crazy. I'll be passionate about this race shit. I'm passionate about humanity, but I gotta put my black folks at the top of the pyramid now. You know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna be at peace until there is substantial change. And this is one other thing, and we getting off the disrespect shit for real because I'm on this tangent, but how come
You're
drug
fine. You're
dealers
fine. You're fine.
say again? Okay.
You're fine. Yeah.
How come drug dealers and rappers and gangbangers get caught in RICO cases, but it's never domestic terrorists? How come the RICO Act don't work for white folks?
Oh, you got the right person right there at Keller to answer that question.
And we go do work for white folks. It's cases with white folks. It's cases with white folks. Um, I think it's more easier for rappers to get it, or anybody in the entertainment industry. It's easier. Not saying that white folks don't get it, but it's more easier for them to get it because of what they do. They are, you know, echoing for some reason. All right.
No, that was
So
my fault.
okay. So they have the status, right? That they don't want to diminish. So since you don't want to diminish the status, you need to have other people do it for you. But you're going to benefit from it because you the face. You can't afford to have to be out here doing all the dirt. So you need motherfuckers to do it for you because you the face. You got the fucking money coming in. You can't stop the money. So you have motherfuckers doing shit up under you that benefit you. And that just goes with anybody, regardless of white, black, anybody that have that power where you don't want to be diminished. And you can't afford to be touched. But it's white people with RICOs.
Okay. I sure like to see more of it.
I'll show you. I'll show you. I had this argument. I, I had this argument all the time. I can see the paperwork
Okay. I can
because
dig that.
because because we have this conversation a lot with the R. Kelly um, situation.
Of course.
That's what they always bring up with him. So I get it. Understand where you're coming from, but it's because of anybody with power. If you had a lot of money, you can't afford to be out here doing shit. So you can have motherfuckers do it for you, but you're going to benefit from it. That's RICO all day. If that shit is illegal, if you have somebody do something illegal that you benefit from, and you can't afford to do no illegal shit because you the face, that's RICO. That's what it was designed for. Is to It was designed for the mob actually, and it was designed because the mob had people killing people and shit on their behalf. So it was designed to get the people who couldn't be touched.
That's an answer.
I'm dropping the link for you, GJ334. If you want to go up and talk with these guys, I'm enjoying listening to the conversation. I did learn, you know, unfortunately for blacks, for us, since the money is in the entertainment or the music business, that's why we get charged. Famous
Really not.
people
It's not even. That's just anybody with power.
with
Like I
power.
said,
But
it was designed originally for the mob
yeah,
because the head
but
honcho couldn't get touched. You had everybody doing shit for him. That's why you always see in the language, if it's an indictment for a RICO, in the language, you're always gonna see together with others.
That was my bad, y'all.
mhm.
Okay, well, yeah, you always gonna hear that language together with others because it's the others that's doing shit on behalf of you, and you benefiting from it. Shit, Trump about to get a motherfucking RICO next. I mean, that's gonna be that ain't gonna be no excuse for no white man because I think he's on the verge of getting a goddamn RICO.
I'd like to see it. I'd
So
like
what
to
do
see it.
y'all think about Tory Lane getting these 10 years?
That's some bullshit. Megan didn't deserve to get shot, but there's some funny circumstances about how she got shot. Let's just be
At
real.
first it was Glass, then it wasn't him, but he admitted he shot at her. He took full responsibility.
I think he
I think
covered
that
for
he
Kelsey.
lucky. I think he lucky he only got 10 years.
True that. True that too.
I think he covered for that girl
The way the
Kelsey for
system
sure because Kelsey kept pleading the fifth. The fifth.
exact. It's some funny shit about that case. Now, if you're just going on the grounds that he had a gun and it discharged, then yeah, I get it. 10 years. But it's some funny shit about that case.
Well, gun charge alone. The,
And then
yeah,
I didn't know he had an assault rifle weapon, and then he's a felon. Like, what the heck?
that's what I'm saying.
Hold
That gun
on.
charge alone, with that gun charge, I mean, for him having a gun alone is problematic.
Okay, we got Yawaba. He's coming on the stream. Introduce yourself, Yawaba. It's been a while.
And I'm about to get off here. I got about 10 more minutes. I got to get up in the
Okay.
morning.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Uh, you know me, mother.
I know.
Uh, okay. I was listening to what y'all was saying. He asked a question, and I just came up to try to answer it. Can you hear me well?
Yeah, you
Mm-hmm.
good?
Absolutely.
Okay. Oh, right. When you asked, you said who is what you mean by so-called black people? Where I was coming at is from the Table of Nation in the Bible, in the slave Bible that they had. They removed books out of there so that we couldn't learn certain things about ourselves. And they had removed one of the things they moved was Genesis chapter 10, where he was talking about the Table of Nation. And so they didn't want us to know that. They didn't want us to know that they was going to be judged like Sodom and Gomorrah, so they moved certain things out. And another thing, what I want to tell you, brother, is I asked you a question about do you think that it's good for us to get inside of the military? And I asked you, I actually made a statement saying to you, what do they call us? What do they call when you was in the military and you was on the base out there in the field? What did you call the people that was out there? Did y'all call them refugees?
I didn't call them shit, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Okay. So you know America, they call them refugees now. Imagine.
Refugees, insurgents, all that good stuff.
hmm So with us, all right, now they will put them to work. You put them to work out there to build up stuff or whatever, and they start colonizing people's mind and making them. They trying to get them what they say is civilized. They trying to change their government over from a tribe to to work with they program what they got going on across this world. They take jurisdiction over different places in order to grab resources or whatever. So just like when I say a colony, I mean like you know how bees, how they nest and they call that a colony, and people come in and grab the honey, but the bees do all the work. And that's what I was trying to get you to see. Like, why would we tell our children that it's good to go and fight in these militaries when we come home and we refugees, bro? When you come home, whether we want to accept it or not, we captive in these lands, man. Like we ain't never get, you know, when redemption come, like all these other nations, America and them, America ain't just got South and North America, you know that. The map show that they got little islands on the side and all, and they got jurisdictions in Africa. They got places where they got their military base set up. They got rule of jurisdiction over there. You know what I'm saying? So in them places, they got that 13th Amendment, where if you break their laws, not your laws, if you break their laws, then they able to put you back in slavery again inside of the prison system. So they're like whatever little crimes that we do, it is a crime in the scripture to be selling your people dope and all that. You know what I mean? Now the thing what I'm saying now, they got Eckers, they got the drugstore, the CVS over there, they sell a drug all the time. Like, but they don't label that as drugs because that's drugs that you know that they do. Now what they know that black people were smoking marijuana. They know that that's what a lot of our people was doing. My granddaddy used to smoke marijuana before he went to sleep. So what I'm saying, he stopped. He stopped before he died, but that's what he was doing. Like a lot of black people was doing it. It wasn't against the law. But see, when Joe Biden in 19, I think, what was it, 1996 or 94, I made a mistake in one of my songs that said the 98 crime bill. But that's what I was talking about when Joe Biden had passed that bill that if you find a person with crack or with weed or whatever they was doing that they put aside the community, what Negro you know had money at the age of 15 to 13 to go fly across over somewhere and get some poppy and bring it back to it? Come on, bro. Which one of us brought all the machine guns and all that in the community? So they gave you the tools you needed to destroy yourself. And then they redline you from jobs, redline you from loans, and you're in a horrible position. Now y'all in there trying to, you know, they trying to take your land. You can't grow food and stuff. So what's the last thing left? Either you're gonna sell crack, you're gonna sell weed, you're gonna join the army and fight for them to be able to continue to rule over you like they doing. They're gonna do it anyway. Or you're gonna try to beg and plead for a job, or you're gonna go and take it up from behind and get inside of the music industry or however way they trying to get you to do it, or you're gonna try to make out somebody yourself. You got a lot of these options, but is hell trying to get all of them done. So you looking at your people, they doing war tactics on us, bruh. Like we don't even see ourselves as a nation. I used to think the same way. I really did. I used to think just like that. Like I thought that I was a nation. I thought I was a Gentile. I'm like, I'm a Gentile. Like, what is y'all talking about? I ain't know what I was talking about, bro. I wasn't putting myself with nobody in them table of nation. Either we from J-Fad, or either we from Ham, or either we from Shem. And inside the Bible dictionary say that Ham is the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negro. Now, they call us Negroes, and Negroes is another word for nigger. Now, where do nigga come from? So we done lost all these things, and you find that out in Amharic, and you can look it up. Look up nigga in the Israeli language that they speak Hebrew over there. Now, if you put nigga in there, it's gonna say Cushi. They used to call us Ethiopians, but we wasn't Ethiopians. You understand what I'm saying? So we wasn't Ethiopians, but because we the Negroes. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? So now, after America take control of a land, sometimes the people is moved out and different people move in. So after they had done, this was a long war and it's still going on, bro. Like we say World War I, we ain't even thinking about ourselves because they didn't see us as humans at a certain time. So when they destroyed our kingdom up in Northeast Africa, it's recorded in history. Once they destroyed our kingdom in Northeast Africa, we fled down to the south. We fled down southward to Africa. Why would we run up to white folk to get caught to be slaves? So we ran down south to Africa after they was burning down our buildings and stuff. It's still burned down today. Our land is a desert land now. They living in the peace of our land. So
I got a quick question. Are you a Hebrew Israelite?
what do you mean by that? You mean a religion and a religious
Yeah,
group?
yeah. Hebrew Israelite in particular.
Uh, it depends on what you mean by that. Cause like, a lot of people think like when you say you're
Uh,
an Israelite, they think you're in a church or
Hebrew,
something.
Hebrew Israelite, not just Israelite. Are you associated with the Hebrew Israelites?
Yeah, I know my brothers in them, but I'm gonna
Hmm?
tell you, yeah, but I'm gonna tell you
I feel.
something. Whether
I hear it. I hear it.
let me tell you something. Whether if you know it or not, like my daddy had me right, and my daddy got the same name I got. I'm a junior, and if I go to church, I'm still his son. Like that's my daddy. I come from his loins. You see what I'm saying? So that's my dad. I'm his son by birth. So when I say I'm an Israelite, I know I'm one by birth.
No, I'm talking about
Yeah,
Hebrew Israelite. Hebrew Israelite. Not
I
just
know what you
Israelite.
mean. I just
But
I
man,
I
listen, I'm
disagree
about
with
to. Your conversation is too deep right now for me at this time because I'm gonna be
you.
snoring like Atmos if I stay
Mm,
on here any longer. But I'm tired of seeing. So, man, I'm finna I'm gonna listen to y'all in the chat, and I'm finna jump down. It's been great having this discussion with all y'all. We
mm.
definitely need to come back and revisit. But yeah,
Absolutely.
I gotta get up in the morning. Um, maybe we can, yeah, we definitely have to talk about, some other topics.
We'll
A
get
little,
Miss April to get us together again.
Yeah.
yeah. All right, y'all. I'll be in the chat listening.
It's a pleasure, brother. Be easy.
Likewise.
I feel like you unpacked a lot of things, and don't get it twisted. Um, I understand where you are. I don't believe that nobody should oppress anybody. I don't believe um, that war is a good thing. I don't believe that I'm trying to assimilate to the white man's world, but I have to live in it. My thoughts
Correct.
on my thoughts on able-bodied young men going to the military is strictly based off of how confused and misdirected a lot of our young people are. With anything in the world, you're gonna have positive and negative. That's just the way the world is. You know what I'm saying? We
Right.
can get into everything that you want to talk about. I get where you're coming from. We are an enslaved people because that's where we are right now. You know what I'm saying? People are not educated on who they are historically. Can you blame them for that? You can't, because it is an agenda to hide that. That's the world we live in. So we have to get in every groove that we can get in. Some of us have to assimilate into this American culture. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I don't blame anybody for doing that. Now, that being said, there are extremes. You got your Clarence Thomas on one side, and you got Saddam Hussein on the other side. Everybody's culture, we're not going to perfect all black people. We would not unify 100% of black folks, but we can go from like 7% to like 57%. just off the strength of not hating on each other,
Right.
just off of the strength of what them people did in Birmingham. They came to the aid. You think them people knew that captain? No, all the people didn't know that captain. They saw somebody that looked like them and they defended his right to not be harmed doing his job. I deal
Correct.
with I deal with black and white shit. I deal with the shit that I can control. My history is my history and I embrace it. But I don't know, like you just unpacked a lot of shit. I
Right.
understand the whole snowfall shit. I understand the whole freeway Ricky shit. I don't blame black folks for drugs. I don't blame motherfuckers for selling crack. It was an agenda specifically to kill off the men. And that's what happened. And that's when our culture as a whole declined.
Correct.
It's way back to Willie Lynch letters in the St. James River and breaking the buck in front of the wife so she don't have no respect for him and make sure that he has no power to show her. It's splitting up the children, it's raping the women, it's all of that shit.
Right.
But I
Correct.
appreciate your conversation and I'm taking in what you're saying.
Real talk, bro. Yeah, I was doing music back then. I started when I was like 9, like maybe like 9, and I done been in the studio with a lot of rappers. Like the people that you see, like what you see, either they're expressing that they mad about something that happened that day, and some of them just trying to make money, so they just saying stuff. But when you see the genuine, what the thing that most of them trying to do is make money, and I
That's what we
think
all
that
trying to do.
when we lose our spiritual compass, when we don't have no foundational, like a lot of us leaving that foundational compass, especially when we go to college. So I really believe that we have to return back to the old landmarks, because if we don't, like, you imagine yourself having everything you want but don't know yourself.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I thought about the times when I didn't really know myself when I swore I did. And I had, like, I felt something wasn't right, bro. Like, you ever lay down and feel like something missing,
Hmm.
and you pray, you go to church. You know, and there was a time, you step out, you think you're missing something, you still feel the same thing. You go to church. Like, how can you pray and go to church and still feel like something missing? Like, and once I found out, like, oh, I see what it is. Everybody else, like white people that's from the bricks, they claim they people. Like, they say, this my kin folk. They have some sense of belonging. Like, we got to realize that, like, in the Bible, all the nations
Excuse
was,
me, what's your name? Your how you say your name? Your car. How
yeah,
you say your
Quaba,
name? Yeah,
yeah,
Quabba.
Quaba.
Can we shift, because we're not
My
trying
bad.
to like stay on the spiritual tip, because we want to make sure that everybody feels comfortable. We understand what you're saying, but we need to shift back to what we were originally talking about. And I have a couple of questions that I want to ask, and it's pertaining to all the stuff that you see. So, and I don't mean to be disrespectful, okay? So, one of the questions that I wanted to ask, and let's not like, and I understand that you are a very spiritual guy, but we want to like leave that for another time, if you don't mind, okay? And I'm not trying to shut you down, but I don't want people to feel like they're being forced to be educated at this point, even though you're unpacking a lot of stuff for us. So, one of my questions, as a man, as a man, and I'm not talking about. I'm saying if you were younger at the time that that situation took place at the riverboat, jaywalking. If you were younger, like let's say 20 years younger, and you saw a black man being jumped by a crowd of the opposite race, would you at that point in time try to go and help, or would you still feel like that would be too much for you to like do?
I know
Uh,
I. Oh, my bad. You asked another.
no, you good. I swimming 100 yards, jumping out of the
20 years
water, and fighting.
20 years ago.
I'd like to say that I would, but I probably would have been on the boat. Now, if you switch up the circumstance and I'm already on the dock, that's different.
Okay. So you would have been more comfortable being on the dock actually than swimming and jumping in the water, right?
That's the Alabama River, cuz it's alligators in that motherfucker. It's catfish probably 8 feet long in that motherfucker. Hell nah.
Okay, you I don't like not being able to say his name.
You
Can
said
you give me a
Yaquaba?
shorter? Can you give me Wobble? Can I call you Wobble?
Yeah.
Okay, Wobble. The same question goes for you. 20 years younger, depending on how old you are, and you were on the actual riverboat, and you saw a crowd of men jumping on a black man. Would you
All right, look.
jump in the water and help?
All right, look. I'm gonna tell you like this here. If I seen the
Would
dude
you
jump in the
jump in
water,
the
right?
water?
If I seen the guy jump in the water, then that probably encouraged me to jump too. I'm just saying that's how I
Okay.
was because I wasn't really like back then. I want to think about death. Like when I seen something going on, I wanted to get me a lick. So I probably would have jumped in,
That's
you
real.
know, and like they been hitting us and all that, and I want my lick back. So, but that's yeah, I probably would just jump in because he jumped in.
Right,
That's real.
right. So,
That's real. I
okay, so
respect that.
Miss April, my question to you, let's say years younger, 30, 20, 30 years younger, and you saw the lady in the green. Let's say that the situation was different where the men were fighting and you were closer to the woman in the green that was also taking shots at him. Would you have helped him and hit her, or what would you have done?
Oh, girl, yeah, I would have went in on the woman.
I know that's right, Miss April.
Miss April said she'd have been tap dancing on that backside.
Yeah, I
Okay,
would have.
so
Yeah.
being I did a video upload earlier, and I kind of cut it off because the lady that did the recording continued to repeat what she was saying over and over and over, and I don't like people that keep repeating themselves. And one of the things that she had mentioned was that the riverboat owner was more angry with the crew than she was the Caucasian people that attacked that one single black man. And she still to this day has not reached out to find out if that black man is okay. But she's more concerned about how the white people feel. What is your opinion about that? Anybody can answer that.
Stupid is and stupid
Well,
does.
right. And then we don't know. She's speaking on something she might not even know about.
No, she was the one that threw the lady in the water.
I
She was there.
understand that, but what do she know? What the riverboat, the owner did? I mean, what does she know? Because certainly they got to
Um,
do damage control.
For sure.
Actually,
They've got to do damage.
she knows
No,
the
no, no.
gentleman that
She don't know what that woman did.
I'm trying to explain to
She's
you.
not that
She
woman.
she knows the gentleman that got jumped on, and I believe she said she had a conversation with him, and the riverboat lady still has not reached out to him today to find out if he was okay.
Well, if anybody knows if there's going ready to be lawsuits, she can't talk to him at this point.
Okay. Okay.
She and I mean she can't talk to him. That's like having a car accident. You ain't supposed to admit fault or say anything. There's going
Correct.
to be lawsuits.
Correct.
So at this point, they ain't nobody communicating. Everybody done lawyered up.
Right. I can agree with that. I can agree with that. So my next question is this: the I believe it was the one guy that allegedly initiated the entire brawl when he was asked to move his pontoon. Allegedly, people pointed him out as the aggressor. He then got on the internet and made a statement stating that it wasn't him. However, I believe it was the local news in their area allegedly was able to identify that it was indeed him. Now he's begging for people to not stop coming to his establishment because it was majority black people. What do you feel about him begging them not to stop coming?
I say they
Uh,
don't support him.
Huh? You
this
say
is
Miss
what white.
April?
He shouldn't. They don't. They shouldn't support him.
Okay.
Yeah. No, you don't get to have it both ways.
Right.
You don't get to be wrong and be a victim.
Trayvon Martin didn't get a chance.
Uh,
Right.
when do we ever get the chance? When do we get the
Right.
chance to say, like, it'd be so weird to me when I watch these videos of police and a black person will be like, "Nigga, I'm nervous." They say, "Oh, well, you're acting a little nervous." Bitch, I am. I am.
Thank you.
Right.
Right, because I don't know if I'm gonna make it home now.
You know what I'm saying? So you don't get to
Correct.
have it both ways because if you wanted people to come to your restaurant, you should have said, "Hey, man, I'm gonna go ahead and grab this boat, man. If you're ever in such and such, come by my establishment."
Right. What about you,
Yeah, no.
Wagwan?
I think that people want us to, like, you know how when something bad happened to one of them, how we would say the truth. And I think that on our end, they want us to still say that in some kind of way it wasn't like that because people don't want to be seen as racist.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes they want us to black what they call that, gaslight one
Mm,
another so that we
that
Oh,
can so that to help them feel better. But the truth got to come out. Like they don't want us to teach a history in school too. So that's showing you that people don't want to feel bad, but sometimes you got to eat bitter. You got to eat something bitter.
right. Right.
But it's not like we want
Okay.
it. Like I can see that black people been trying their best to avoid fighting. Even now, like we on these panels trying to get people to understand. Look, we ain't want all that, but people keep bothering people. What you expect? Like if you keep pushing the cat in the corner, he gonna scratch you too. Like what do people expect? You keep
Right.
hitting people and doing killing their mamas and daddies and not locking people up. Well, I mean, come on, man, that'll drive any people crazy.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. It will. So, this whole thing, and it's like I don't understand. Help me to understand why. It's like if they do something to us, and basically from a lot of stuff that I've been watching on the internet, I saw videos where a Caucasian woman would do something to a black person, and when that black woman or black male responds, then they get on the phone and they shed crocodile tears. And it's almost like, why are white women tears so powerful to the police until they find out that that person was the manipulator? Like, you had a whole incident where a white woman did something to a black woman, and everybody was telling the police that the Caucasian lady was the aggressor, but because she cried, he sympathized with her and didn't care anything about what the black woman was saying until the actual proof was given. What do you
We
think about
always we always guilty. We guilty for the color of our skin.
that? Hmm.
We guilty no matter what the fuck happens. It's like
Right,
everybody
right.
watch Cops and all the other police shows. If there's an incident
Hmm.
where it's a
Yeah.
bunch of people outside and two people got into it, and one is black and one is white, don't they majority of the time go talk to the white person first?
Yep,
You know what I'm saying? Like, so
absolutely.
it's we are guilty because we are darker than them.
And what was you
But
gonna say,
check
Miss
this
April?
out. Back to the question of, this guy wants people to come back to his business. I'm probably assuming it's a restaurant. I wouldn't want to go there to eat because that man's true colors been shown. I don't know if his workers, if they spitting in my food or anything. I would have to, this is the sad part because
You breaking up, Miss
I have
April?
friends of all races. I have friends of all races. I talk to people of all races. I
Me
to
too.
find out to find out this man in y'all hometown that has these businesses that y'all done supported and made rich, and to see them for what they really are, that's deep.
Hmm.
And you want me to come support your business now?
Right.
I'm looking at you different now. Only you and the
Right.
people involved, not everybody. Cause there's good and bad in all races, just not our race. All
Right.
races.
Yep.
So it ain't none that's better than the rest. Cause they all got their problems.
Correct.
But
You know what today?
if I'm going to support a business now, one of them businessmen
There's definitely something going on with the fiber optics, y'all. Thank you for being patient with us, Miss April. Try to come back in because you're we can't hear you, Miss April.
Mm. Yeah, let me try
Okay,
one more time.
there you go. There you go.
Oh, you can hear
There you go.
now?
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can hear you
Well, I don't know, because I mean, nothing's changing. So, like I say, I don't know if it's the internet, if it's StreamYard, or maybe it's time to end the show. I don't know.
now.
Hey y'all, this was awesome. I don't mean no harm. I gotta get up early. I gotta jump off here, Miss April.
Atmos, boy, you've been asleep for the past hour and a half.
Don't
I
forget my
had you
phone,
muted.
Atlas.
Oh, I got you. I got y'all. God bless y'all. I'm out.
God bless you
Yeah,
too.
we had a yeah,
All right.
It's been 3 hours. We
but
about to
I
hop
I
up
I,
off of
I
here.
guess yeah, girl, we used to do 8 hour lives, 6 hour lives. Woo, yeah,
So 8 hours, you catch me snoring.
girl. Honey, we used to have some hot and heated conversations. But
Ooh
these
wee.
last 2 nights, I'm going to have to make a public service announcement. Um, you know, I don't do the religion thing. I'm gonna have to make a public service announcement. Um, I respect all religions, but I don't like to do all of that. Yeah. Oh boy.
Thank you for the cash app. Thank you. I mean the super chat for
Oh
Miss
yeah.
April.
Thank you. Oh yeah. It's gonna be more topics. I have a lot of subjects. Um, and also um, the bottom of the bottle. I put you in my standing in the gap. You wobble. Are you trying to get your channel monetized?
I feel like if it do, that'd be good because then I'll be able to help people more. You know what I mean? 'Cause I would love to be able
Okay.
to give
Okay.
more.
Okay. And I
Can
have
you play our
much.
commercial, Miss April?
Oh yeah, hold on. Don't forget y'all to come Saturday. Um, we can ready to have some giveaways.
That's what's happening. Y'all be working,
Jay
man. I
Walker.
appreciate
Jay
y'all.
Walker, how you like your dominoes?
You know what? I went over there the other day and didn't get them. My brother ain't shit, cuz. But I ain't shit neither. I was
Oh,
over
he
there.
won't give them back to you?
No, oh no, he gonna give them to me, but he didn't say nothing, and I didn't think about it. I had my birthday was last weekend, and I went
Happy
over
birthday.
there. Oh no, thank y'all. Um, and I went over there, and he didn't say nothing. And this is the sad part. Don't hold this against me. We played dominoes.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
we we played but I'm not gonna play with your dominoes. Your dominoes are gonna be. I'm gonna do a decoration with them and put them on
Yeah,
display. But I'm not
yeah,
gonna
those
play
are
with them.
not playing diamonds. Those are like. But did you use the other stuff?
Hold on.
I didn't get none of it. That's what I'm telling you. It just didn't cross my mind. I'm about to text him right now. I'm going over there to get my shit tomorrow, and I take a picture and send it to you.
Set an alarm. Set an alarm with a reminder so you can go get your stuff.
Yeah, man. I'm so you know what, man. I
Yeah.
Cause
still love
I'm
you
like,
though.
I ain't
And
heard nothing.
you know what? How was your cousin doing? Because he has a cousin that just produced a short film too. I gotta
He's
call him.
yeah. I
I haven't
talked to him
talked to him.
tonight. He still ain't put out the movie we did last year.
Oh Lord.
Oh, okay. Because
Yeah.
I know he was going to film school. Yeah, he
Oh no.
has a cousin that's girl. He made a short film. It's let me tell you, like him and his brother. They be interviewing people from all over, comedians. You got people making short films. It's a lot of talented people on YouTube now.
For sure.
Yep.
A lot of talented people. And then your Waba, he gonna get on there and he's gonna try. You gonna mentor young men, right?
Yes, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Um, I ain't never did no. I did music videos. I always wanted to sit
Oh,
down and watch. movie be done because I've been seeing like I have like a lot of subjects as well that I probably could pick. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I probably ain't good at writing no script because sometimes I get brain block, whatever they call it. So I just freestyle my music and then I come back and fix it. But yeah, I would love to sit down and watch how watch you do the film and sit back and learn.
Don't say what you can't do until you try it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I always wanted to act in film. When I was little, I used to practice. You and Cedric the Entertainer in them and
Oh,
Yeah.
Martin Lawrence, and I used to do the What's Up and all that.
that's
and
where it starts, man. You just gotta. I believe in the arts, man. I believe that we not supposed to be out here punching no clock, sitting behind no computer, working in no fucking warehouse. That's not
right,
why God made us.
and you sound like Big Worm.
Hey,
Oh, you gotta sound like Big Worm. I say it's the
that- you playing with my emotions.
Big.
Nah, man. Look, I appreciate together. I appreciate Miss April. I just randomly
Yeah.
ran across. No, I didn't. I ran across you from my cousin podcast, the Let's Talk Under the Tree
Uh-huh.
podcast. Um,
Yeah.
but
Let's let's talk under the tree podcast.
yeah, Miss April,
Yeah.
I want to give you credit for making me dive more into independent YouTubers and not just the famous people that's getting a million views. I found a lot of good content just off of people
Mhm.
that are on your show, people that you speak highly of. So I appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's right.
We
Absolutely.
That's
all
right. Give my
somebody.
sister her props.
Yeah. We all somebody. Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but if you would, bro, just reach out to me and let's keep the contact. I ain't
Yeah.
asking for no money. I don't want no money. All I want to do is work. So if you have any projects, anything that you want me to be involved in, I'll try to, if we can work something out. You want to do that? We can do it.
Yeah, man. Whereabouts you at regionally, generally?
I'm in Florida. I don't like to give out my whole
I got
address. I see how people be acting.
nah shit. I don't either, but if you come over here, you better bring something with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I stay in Florida.
Okay.
I can tell you, I stay in the Tampa area.
Okay. My
Mhm.
cousin that we talking about, let's talk on the tree. They out of Jacksonville.
Oh,
And
okay.
he be moving about. I know that's a good little ways apart, but he be moving and shaking, man. Yeah, we can work together. I'm down to work with anybody, man. As long as you are not disrespectful, going back to the root of the show.
Right.
Nah, I don't do all that.
Yeah,
I,
man. As long as you're not open minded, like Miss April said, we don't channel ourselves into one thing. Some people
mm,
doing a music podcast, some people doing a comedy podcast, some people doing fiction or whatever what they call that shit. Um, crime podcast, true crime podcast. We do what we feel like doing, and we talk to the kind of people that you just wonder about. Like we
Right.
did a show with a black cowboy. Cause I ain't been around horses that much in my life, but it was interesting to talk to somebody who knew what they was doing.
Yeah.
That's our tagline. We all extraordinary people. We looking up to athletes and rappers and singers and shit, and we all individually got something that make us a star.
Yep. Everybody is amazing. Everybody is a shining star and amazing. Yeah.
If they tap into it,
Hmm.
some of us get
Yeah.
discouraged by our environment.
Yeah. Ain't nobody gonna discourage me.
I know that's right.
Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Ain't nobody gonna ever discourage me. Ain't nobody gonna never stop me from thinking I'm number one. I mean, hey, I was told I was a star at a young age, so I mean, I'm sorry for those that had those problems, but I didn't have those type of issues. So, um,
Straight like
but
that.
yeah, sorry, you know. But then just going through life. Then as you get, you get older, you sort of start seeing things a little differently too. You
That's
know.
for sure.
Then you decide what's important and what's not important. And I got reminded recently of what's not important and what is important to me. And so, yeah. So I'm going to keep on doing what I've been doing all the time I've been on YouTube. That is to help people share their shows and stuff. Um, and just take it one day at a time. Keep on taking these 15 pills a day. Yeah. And keep encouraging people. Yeah. Yeah.
As you should.
I'm gonna try
As
to.
you
I'm gonna
should.
go ahead and get off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and get off, y'all. But I'll probably listen in the background. But yeah, I got
Okay.
one thing that I want to ask y'all if y'all really answer. Like I had a distro. I got a distro kid, right? And I dropped my album through there. Now YouTube, I think it's Google. Like they have a problem with my with me getting ads out because you can't if nobody don't know where you know what you're doing, they can't help. You can't. So I've been trying to fix that, and I've been wondering like I don't know if every artist is going through the same thing, but like you can't live off of no 25 cents. Like
Mm.
you can't help nobody with that. And like I noticed that when you get on the radio or on TV, your royalties get better. And ASCAP, I don't know BMI ASCAP if they really is looking at the analytics on these airways because on the radio you don't get no 1,000 plays every month. You probably gonna get maybe 50, and you're gonna be all
Yeah.
right.
If your voice, that'd have had to be a whole nother conversation. Because that's what we used to do when we would try to get people's records played on and get them on the playlist for the record station. But there are other ways that you can play your music, but you got to get your music registered. Yeah,
Yeah,
as you are the owner of it and you own the copyrights and you own this. You own the publisher. If you don't, you got to sign up with the publisher. That's why so many people are getting copyright strikes and stuff because the artists they want to be paid.
absolutely.
Everybody they want to be paid, and basically it's not so much as the artist as it is the company that the artist has hired to make sure they collect their royalties.
But see, here's the problem. I know you say you don't want to go deep into it, and I just asked you, can I ask one more question,
Okay,
ma'am?
one more. Come on, I'm here to help you.
Okay. Well, see, this is the thing too. Like, if people want to get music, all they do is go and download it off of them things. They go and download it, and the artists they losing publishers right there. So I was wondering, like, why can't like it don't make sense if you say you love an artist and the music helping you or whatever. Why don't you just go to like some they got a app now. They got apps that you could download the music through the app, and when you play it in the app, you could turn the internet off and on and still play it. And once you connect back, then that person will get those royalties. I just don't understand why people. It's I feel like it's a big disconnect because the rules is set so strict. and so school in a certain way where it's like you can't. And it's like the company.
Everything is about downloads now. It's about downloads. You know, it's about downloads, and you can you can have 1,000 songs and put them in your earplugs and play those. You could have 1,000 songs in a playlist.
One thing that you got to do is you got to broaden your mind in terms
Yeah,
of how you advertising yourself.
yeah.
It's lottery ticket shit. It's so many. It's somebody recording a song. Not somebody. It's probably 12 million motherfuckers in a closet somewhere recording a song right now.
You know,
And
I'm
I'm
so glad
lowballing.
I'm out. I'm out of that music thing because I tell you, everybody couldn't rap, and not saying you can't. Everybody couldn't freestyle. Everybody didn't have good beats. Um, everybody didn't have a following. Everybody didn't have the scams. It's work. Just
Yeah,
like you work in these YouTube channels, that's how these artists are working to get famous. You get people like Rick Ross, they didn't get famous till they was in their 30s and stuff. They had a whole bunch of albums. I mean CDs or downloads, you know.
yeah, I done
Try to
seen.
go independent, you know, you gotta get a following too. It's a whole lot.
That's the
Maybe
thing.
me and Windrock can get together one day and we'll try to get a knowledge
Right.
that we know.
A lot of people is not
That
aware.
we know,
Like I
but
know.
I really, to be honest, um, I know you got so many talents inside of you.
Hmm.
I know you got so many great talents in you that's not gonna get you killed. That's
Mm.
not when you go into a club, you gotta worry about a club shooting, or you gotta worry about an artist mad because you can sing better than them.
Or
I
just
know
a
you got
regular
some
person.
more talents. Huh?
Or just a regular person that see you got something they ain't got.
Oh yeah, I would invest. I would invest in things to make life a little easier for people that's struggling. I would
You
invest.
better off you better off monetizing that than music right now. You better off mentoring these kids, trying to start a nonprofit.
Yeah.
It's a lot of ways outside of music. Music should be your passion. That's what you should do because you want to do it, and it don't matter how much money you make. But to just do it for the sake of money,
Yeah, I feel you. I've been thinking about that too. I was like, I really don't do music for money because if I did, I'd be cutthroat like a lot of people. I don't like doing all that. So I probably just, I've been trying to get some things set up, start small, but I've been trying to. I don't want to give out my ideas because I know a lot of people they're roadblock.
oh
So
boy,
I just it's been some things that I've been thinking about, and also even with the music, I've been thinking about some kind of programs to help people that's doing music to get their airplay, to get the time they deserve online. And it's hard to get in contact with YouTube and them because they don't have no. direct number where you can actually.
Baby, YouTube is giving people copyright strikes for playing music. YouTube, I mean, even if you pay the premium, I'm trying to tell you, this music thing it's way jacked up, and I'm not trying to disturb you. I'm just gonna tell you the straight facts. In rotation on the radio stations, they play the same songs every hour. If you don't know anybody that can get you into the colleges, matter of fact, they don't even really, places are getting to the point now that they don't even want rappers in their clubs no more because of the shooting, the fighting, the lawsuits.
Cost of insurance just to throw a rap show.
Right.
Yeah, you right. You are right. So I just,
I know you got some great talent
yes, man.
and you can make some great money.
Whatever the Father allowed me to do, I'm willing to do it. It's just as long as it go along with what I believe in. You know, I ain't gonna step off and verge off and doing no horror stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Like if I ever act or if I'm doing anything I'm doing, I want to do it in a way where the Father gets some kind of glory, get glory out of it, where I could be able to help people
No.
and children can look back and say and not
Well,
learn.
what about being a police officer? We need more of us on the police force.
I don't. You got to shuck and jive with them. I mean, I had people in my family that want. I don't like the police. I mean, I don't hate nobody. I don't want to even put that on. Like that's like me putting on one of them ghost outfits. But
What you're
Woo!
saying is there is something
I
other than
rather
music.
cut yard. Mother, I rather cut people yard.
And don't get it twisted. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you how random it is.
Law, hey, law services make great money. I don't know what you talking about.
Oh
Hey,
no, I did it before. Used to make like 200 a day. I cut probably about 10 people yards a day, and I ain't get the big contracts like the bank and stuff because they already got people that they contracted with. But like I would go around the neighborhood and just ask them. You know, a lot of people
You
already
could
got
turn
people.
that into a business. You
Yes,
could
man.
turn that into a business.
That's what I was doing. But you know,
that's
I moved down to this area. And you know, I don't know nobody over here. I had to start all the way over, but I used to cut people hair and cut yards. I'm telling you, I used to make like 200 every almost you could say every day. Like if it was a yard to cut, I'm gonna try to at least do 10 because
that's that
they pay me.
that's how you monetize, brother. Let me tell you something crazy. Just because you said lawn service. I'm deep in this YouTube shit, and it's all because of Miss April. Don't get it twisted. Like I watch more YouTube than any other media. I don't watch Netflix as much. HBO, I'm on YouTube almost exclusively. And this is just one dude. It's a dude named Al Blades on YouTube. Skinny little white dude. He got a black homie with him that he spun off of his shit. His whole YouTube is him going to abandoned places and elderly people's houses and cutting their grass. And he do stupid numbers, 25,000 views for you talking about a small you. All he doing is cutting grass.
Hmm.
He set his camera up while he cut grass with a rod lawnmower, weed eat. He do got a drone. That's
Okay.
all you. That's how you gonna get money from YouTube. Me and my brother, we don't have the financial backing to do everything we want to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's like most people. But if you get a little money here, get a little money there, you say you cut hair. Every time you cut a hair, if that person in that seat is cool with you, turn on your camera and just cut their hair. Whatever conversation come out. People indulge on bullshit. That's what I found out.
They sure do.
Really,
They're like
like,
watching you to see how you gonna talk. See if you gonna talk right.
they trying to
See
see
if you gonna be funny.
what
It's all entertainment now.
you say
That's
something
it.
wrong, but that's what they waiting on. Then they gonna come at you. They gonna come at your neck.
Oh well, I'm not talking about making a stance, a political stance, or talking about a religious stance or something like that. I would never do that because I- I'm gonna do what I feel is right in my mind.
Yes.
We're just saying simple ideas that could turn into a profit. Like
Right.
people
I
are
understand
watching
that shit.
people look at the stars. They looking at people just going camping now.
Yes, man. I mean, it ain't no
They're
crazy
trying to
idea.
see what kind of tents people sleep
My,
in. If
my
they
auntie
gonna
always,
use the bathroom, if they gonna wash their hands.
my auntie always told us, say, ain't no stupid question, but one that ain't never asked. It ain't. I mean, it's just things your mind got to operate anyway. You got to. If your mind ain't thinking, you ain't. I mean, you brain dead. So you got to be able to think through things in order to figure out things.
For
Nah, I don't
sure.
I'm not offended by nothing you said. Um, I'm just keeping it real. Like you know how people is out here. We got to be careful. And that's it.
Well, I'm acting like I ain't got to go punch these white people clock in the morning.
Oh
Um,
yeah, yeah. Oh my goodness.
I
This hey,
appreciate you always, Miss April.
great show. Appreciate everybody. Thanks for spending your time with us. Thank you. Together we break chains for being a moderator.
Indeed.
Agnes Love, Robert Keller, the bottom of the bottle, Yawaba. We thank you for coming on the panel. I thank everybody that came into the show. Um, I got a whole bunch of topics. I went back to my notebook and I said, let me get back to things that I wanted to talk about and laugh and joke about. Even some serious conversations, I'ma still try to put some laughter into it. But everybody, y'all have a great night. I appreciate all of you. Peace out, everybody. This April Showers. I'm out and thank you. Don't forget the Elevation Squad. Squad up. See you Saturday for the giveaway. Have a good night. Peace.